back off and try a different approach. Or you can continue forward at a risky situation.
I sort of go and I'm like, I need to get cleaned up too. And I don't know. I think I'm I look over to Gunnar. I'm like, do you know anywhere we might be able to like get cleaned up? Trying to move into like this kind passerby.
Okay, so you're trying to switch tactics to consort. Okay. Gunnar, did you have something?
I mean, it's really this.
I missed what she said because she like echoed out.
Basically what I was saying was I was just asking like your character if she knew of anywhere where we might be able to go, you know. It's the same place that I know of but this guy doesn't know that we're.
Yeah. You're asking me for my input. Yeah, she like. God, I'm so bad at being social. Yeah, she nod, like realizing what you're trying to do, and you're like, yeah, of course, I know a place. She'll go over and like put his arm, like one of his arms, if he'll let her, to help him move that way, because I assume he got beat up, like, and he's in no way shape to move on his own.
And while she's doing that there, I take like the other arm and I'll like literally like put it right in between my boobs. Like just making it kind of a little bit obvious, but at the same time not.
Alright. So consort roll with a helping die from Gunnar?
Yeah, I'll take a stress. Last option is knock him out and drag his ass
Hey,
there.
sometimes we just need to do that.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Give me just 1 second as I derp around this. I think we can hear you all now. And we'll just play some very quiet music. Oh. Okay, now why can't I hear you?
Hello?
Oh, no,
Hello?
there you guys are.
Probably because we weren't saying anything.
Oh, okay.
My mic was just triggering off of something. I don't know.
Okay, so let us know if there's any volume issues and I will play and tweak with them. But hello, everybody. Dia, thank you for that host, of course. And Linnea, and Kitty, and Devilcourt, and everybody. Hearts and hugs. We are going to play some Blades in the Dark. As Kitty reminded me, it's been like 6 months since we last played. I'm rusty. I was rusty when I was playing it, so like now I would say I'm seized or something. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Hello, Aitsu. How are you doing? Hearts, hugs. Oh, I was gonna open up my notes. I also have notes from this. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this on like 2 computers. This is gonna be tricky. Not that tricky. So you guys can say your hellos while I do this.
Hello. I am the Kitty. And I am the GM. And I make games. Because that's cool.
I guess we're doing introductions. I am Dia. I am playing Vin. I don't think she's been in this game yet. I think she's a new player. She's going to be a new character. Yeah. Look forward to stabbing people with you all. Well, I guess sometimes you'll be shooting them. And yeah, I stream on Twitch. I'm currently interviewing for work. Got a callback. Well, not really a callback, an email back yesterday for Space Apprentices Enterprises. And they do electric space propulsion. It's really cool. I hope I get that job.
That sounds really cool.
Of course. I'm just a player. I'm here. I get to experience the game with these wonderful people.
Okay. And you guys know me, I'm Elegant Syntax. And I don't remember much about my character, so I'm hoping I can get back into her pretty quickly. All I know is that she was super awesome.
Of course.
So last we left off, we did 2 sessions total, I believe.
Yes, we did.
Character creation and a mission. And judging by the lack of coin everywhere, I assume we did downtime.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember that too.
So we have Vixen, who is a spider, a devious mastermind. We have Gunner, who is a hunter and tracker, a deadly sharpshooter and tracker. And last time, Gunner and Vixen got a job through their informant Lydra to murder people in a specific location. 5 specific locations. Let me see if it's still marked on the map. Yep, there should be pink X's on the map. Oh, I have to drag the players, right. Whee!
Yes.
I can roll 20. I've rolled 20 recently. So 5 locations. And it's basically just a killing spree, 5 people, 5 locations, and it went well. They got a little heat from let's see, reopen reputations. Brightstone, the people of Brightstone and the people of Silkshore. Because it was like, because in Brightstone it's like, why are these sexy women like luring people into alleyways? That's not cool. We're the rich district. We're the proper district. This is where the nobles live.
That seems pretty noble, though, just for the record.
Yeah, that seems totally like something nobles would do, is be lured into dark hourly rates by sexy women who want to kill them.
And then with Silkshore, it was, you're taking away our business. Because that's what Silkshore is all about. It was like, there are proper channels that you go through if you want to do that sort of thing. And these seem to be independent contractors, which the business owners of Silkshore don't like. So that's what happened last time, and then they got paid, and we met Madame Tesselin, who is the owner of... Oh dear.
Was she the brothel?
Yes.
I couldn't find my notes. I don't know what I did with them. They're somewhere in my Google Drive.
Madame Tesselin owns...
I
No,
do
it's
remember
in-
that she was one of my my vices or something like that.
She is your vice purveyor.
Or if I remember
The Red Lamp. She owns the Red Lamp in Silkshore.
Okay.
And so we met her, and maybe we'll meet her again, probably, as she's a vice purveyor. And we met Hutton, who is Skovlander refugee helper. He like organizes relief for Skovland refugees in Sharhall. We met him briefly. And that's pretty much all the basics of things that happened. I can't remember details because I didn't go back and watch the previous episodes like I should have.
I don't actually even know if you still can. I do have the recordings of them because I don't know if I ever got around to uploading those to YouTube yet. But I can.
It's possible.
I could
It's
definitely
possible
get
that
on
Twitch
that.
got them.
Yeah, no, Twitch only holds onto my videos for I think 60 days.
Mine are it holds on to mine for even less. I noticed.
Well, because like it's the Twitch Prime, right?
Right. So yeah. So the way this game normally goes is we pick a job and then we just screw all the planning and jump right into the action. Or screw most of the planning.
Planning. That's I can summarize the plan. Get naked, stab things, maybe get dressed.
So to me, that type of game, okay.
My character, if I don't remember all of the details, but if I recall correctly, she's pretty much a nymphomaniac. So
Yeah. Yeah, your vice was pleasure.
yeah, she likes having a good time.
So yeah. So yeah, so for the audience, Doublecore, would you describe what your character looks like?
She is like 6 feet tall. She has an athletic build. Usually wears like uh, like work trousers, a shirt, a jacket, and some boots. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin. And I can't think of anything else that I would need to describe.
All right, cool.
But I think that's everything.
Vixen, Ellie, would you like to describe Vixen?
Yeah. So Vicky, is very delicate looking. She wears a long coat with fitted leggings and tall boots. She's super sexy. She can't remember. She probably had dark hair. Probably hair similar to my hair.
Yeah.
She really likes Madame Teslin.
Yeah.
This is her character sheet.
All right. So we begin this episode with the camera flying over the dark, sparkling waters with the stars twinkling in the depths of the ocean, and rolling over Dustfall. We see the giant lightning barrier surrounding the city, keeping the ghosts out and the people in. And we zoom in through the lightning barrier, past the docks with the giant metal steam-powered / Leviathan blood-powered engines, We soar past the Crow's Foot. We see two rival gangs having a little brawl in the street. We soar through Charter Hall past a giant bell tower with a bunch of crows sitting around it. And the bell rings, and a crow flies off out into the darkened sky. And we move into 6 towers with abandoned, broken down, run down buildings. And we come to a small, sort of, it's like a 2-story house that's squished between 2 other 2-story houses, and it's all boarded up. And we go through like a crack in the, between a board and the windowsill, and we're in a small room with Vixen and Gunner, and Lydra comes in, leading Finn. Would you please describe what?
Yeah.
you look-
Finn is probably best described as rayfish. Pale red hair, deathly skin, young, kind of looking. Didn't really get the memo that we're all supposed to be sexy women. She has kind of like a gray wispy cloak that she's wrapped.
All right. So yeah, Gunner and Vixen, you see Lydra your informant come in with this person, this wayfish person. What do?
Gunner gives an awkward way into the room.
Just a little awkward wave.
She's like, hey. Oh, it's talking part comes from her good friend over here.
Oh, you cut out there for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said that she doesn't really talk much. She leaves that up to her good friend.
Oh, okay. So I get up and I walk over and go, hello. Also, I'm covering myself now. I'm like, not aggressively, just lightly.
Were you not covered when I came in?
Not appropriately covered. I was relaxing. I'm in my lair.
I turned to who's the person who let me in?
Lydra.
Ridra. I turned to Ridra. I'm like, I thought you said that these were assassins.
She's like, you know the 5 killings in the paper?
Yes.
This is them.
Lydra, who is this?
I like do the double take. Like I look at Ridra, I look at Vixen and Gunner. I look back at Ridra. I'm like, you're pulling my leg.
No. No, they took that job, yes.
Lydra, who is this? Why are you bringing her here?
And she looks and is like, gestures, this is Vin. She wanted a job, and I figured, with the way Brightstone is trying to get warrants on you could use someone more subtle.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Absolutely
I-
nothing.
I'm also good with a knife, and I like flick out a knife from. Like you don't really see where it comes from, just from like a fold in my kind of wispy cloak, and I kind of like flick it like probably in between somebody's fingers on the table.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and then like Lydia's steps in and is like, "All right, so I found a new job."
Oh.
She's like cuts the chatter and is like straight to business. Um,
Which I immediately just go, tell me more. I've completely forgotten about this other person. I want to know about the job.
so someone is hiring assassins to take care of a blue coat, a constable who's witness to a very serious crime. They know he's holed up in the docks. They're not sure where in the docks, but they want him gone.
Okay. Do we know anything else about him?
His name is Holtz. Jedwin Holtz.
Holtz Jedwin. Holtz Jedwin. I did not spell that right, but you know.
The pay is going to be. I'm gonna go find my pay.
I trust you. Is it gonna be worth it?
To find.
My shawl falls off my shoulder a little bit.
Vin rolls her eyes.
Gunner's just like next to or behind Vixen, just giving the newcomer.
Giving a what? Sorry.
Just like, giving the newcomer, just looking her over, and just.
It's been a while. I have lost all my pages.
It's okay. I have.
Take your time.
It's also been a while.
There we go. It's gonna be 6 coin.
Okay.
So 6 coin for a blue coat. And it's like 6 coin is like almost 2 months' wages.
For a single person or for 3 people?
For 1 person.
Okay. That's still pretty good for just taking out a blue coat. Okay, so what?
One coin in this game, like 1 measurement of coin, is like the proverbial briefcase of money.
Yeah.
Crime fiction.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So is that everything that we know? Blue coat, Holtz, Jedwin
In the docks district.
in the docks. I should write that down too, because I will forget. Okie dokie.
Investigating work.
Any
It's like a
questions
downtime activity.
before Lydra leaves?
Nothing for Gunner.
Is he being guarded?
Lydra shrugs and is like, the main witness to a a crime that could put a crime boss away forever.
Yeah, he's
I
being
would assume
guarded.
so.
Also, I look over at Finn and I'm surprised again to see her. I'm like, oh right.
Just like look at
I
you.
pull
like,
up,
"Yeah,
I pull
me."
up my shawl again.
Well, like I'm used to people not seeing me, but it's more like when I'm trying not to be seen. It's not like I'm standing right here and haven't moved, and people forget I'm here.
I'll get better
is
once
this-
I get used to you. It's just I gotta.
Then like rolls or shoulders, and you hear a joint pop. This is seem to be a silent job.
Uh, if you want to be chased by bluecoats around the entire city for months on end, the island is better.
I mean, does it need to be? Do we need to make it look natural?
Oh no, not at all.
That makes it easier.
Okay, so we just need to take this guy out. That's not too bad. You said you're good with knives? I look at you.
I like flick one and like whizzes by your ear. It's like there's probably like something behind you that would make a good target.
Then like Gunner
Like
pulls
a
out
poster or
pistol.
something on the wall
Okay.
behind you.
Like almost immediately she pulls out a pistol at you and just like and she looks at Vixen to like, oh,
Nah, I'm good.
put
I'm
his gun
good.
away.
Also, I look at the poster and go, that was my favorite poster.
Ooh, actually, change it from a poster to like a big bug of some sort.
Okay.
Or a rat. I imagine Dustball has very big, ugly rats.
Timmy!
I would too.
My rat! I don't think I have a pet rat.
No,
Um,
do that.
People might
You
actually
could still pretend to have a
rats,
rat if
like-
I could jam.
So that's like a thing people probably do in this world, eat rats. So
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
a sort
Oh
of
yeah,
good
rat
source
on
of
a
meat.
stick is a very popular dish among the slums. Guaranteed. Uh, any other questions that Lidra could maybe or maybe not answer?
Do we have a timeline?
Yes. You have 1 week until they move him from the docks to the courthouse
Okay.
in Charter Hall.
So we should do this pretty quickly. I look over at Gunner. Usual plan?
I don't think it'll work with. And then she looks pointedly at this new person.
Right!
Mm,
Okay. We should probably think this through then.
I mean, he's gonna be inside most of the time, so maybe you can sneak in
Yeah.
and have this person with the knife stab them, or
Well, we could, I don't know, we could maybe be a
Be a
diversion of
distraction?
some sort. If there's
How
gonna
good are
be
you at that
guards.
pistol?
Hmm?
Addressing Gunner, how good are you at that pistol?
very.
You start planning and Lidra leaves. She doesn't want to hear this.
Plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Like, we could definitely find something to keep any guards occupied.
Forgot to mention one thing. My character has a pet bird. Probably eating
Okay.
that rat that you knife.
Yes. And I would kind of like kind of like flipping a knife absent-mindedly. You know, it's like that's occupied, right?
What? You mess
It
with
sounds
that.
like Vin is voting for assault.
I mean, Dead is occupied. For a very long term occupied. But what I'm thinking is we've got some heat on us right now, and I mean, they don't know who they're looking for exactly, but if, we're keeping some bluecoats just, company, and something just happens, and we were with them, we're, wasn't our fault. Might
They just link us. Okay, whatever you say.
Well, no, I mean
Right.
that could also happen. I don't know. Sometimes the blue coats have brains.
Or maybe we want to send a message that like, don't mess with us.
Yeah, that would work. I like you.
Vin kind of smirks at that.
My
Alright,
shawl goes down a little bit.
just so we can all get on board with the rules. When you are planning an operation, you pick one of 6 plans and a small detail. The plans are assault, which is to do violence to a target. Specifically, this is like guns blazing sort of tactic. This is what assault is
You
usually
can
used
do that.
for. The detail you need is the point of attack. So you'd have to come up with that detail somehow.
Real quick, chat is saying that everybody except Ellie's volume as well.
Everyone except for me, eh? Okay. Where's,
You can right click on
that's-
the our names and raise the volume, I think.
Yeah, I think I can. I've also got. Oh no! Darn it! That just mutes everybody. Let's just do this. This. See if that's better.
Alright, so the next type of plan is deception or trick or manipulate. The detail is the method of deception. And we have stealth to trespass unseen. The detail you need is the point of infiltration. We could do something, an occult plan, engage a supernatural power. Good luck. The detail needed is the arcane method. The 5th plan type is social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade. The detail is the social connection. Then the last one is transport, carry cargo or people through danger. The detail is the route and means of transportation. So obviously some of these won't fit every single job.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like you two were debating between assault and deception.
I think we were talking about stealth too.
Yeah.
I was talking more like stealth to get in and then killing is what I was thinking more.
Okay.
And like we'll probably need to like kill people as we stealth in, but if they're dead, then they can't be witnesses or raise the alarm.
Yep.
Which I'm arguing for a very violent stealth.
So I just go. When was the last time any of you were at the docks? It's been a while.
Grew up there.
Kitty, is the refugee place that I go to, where is that located?
Jar Hollow.
I cannot remember all these places.
Jar
Is it
Hollow-
anywhere near?
Yeah, Jar Hollow's here.
Oh, okay.
The docks are over here.
Oh, actually, like the other side.
Yep.
By the way, where's our? Oh, Arlia's over here. Never mind, I see it.
It's quite a distance from where we are to the docks. It's a long run.
the city's big enough that it has a taxi service, but small enough that, uh, like, if like Bluecoats weren't busy with gang wars and stuff, they could comb the city pretty quickly.
Because I was just thinking it might be worth it to maybe take, tonight or like this next night to maybe scope out the place a little bit. See
Yeah.
see what sort of guards they have set up, and if there's anywhere we could break into.
Okay, the understanding is that I would have to pay a coin if I wanted to do that.
If you want to gather information, that is no longer a downtime action, so you don't have to
Okay.
pay coin to do it. Doing it as a downtime action, I think, allows you to bypass the the possible negative consequences.
Okay.
Because gather information is now a free action, which means it can be done at any time. You
Okay.
just choose the stat you're using to gather that information with, and then you roll. And depending on
Figure
what
out
you
what's
roll,
the
I give
difference between
information.
Hunt and survey.
Alright.
I think survey is what you would use, and hunt would be like if I'm like following people.
Yep.
Well, I think I might try to get up high and then watch people as they come and go and see how many people are moving around for like a day or two.
Okay, so you're like gonna watch some blue coat patrols in the docks?
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's time to strike? If we're going to go sneaking in, or if we're just going to assault the place.
Yep.
And I think I won't push myself to give me an extra dice.
Alright. So that's you're gonna gain 2 stress.
Yeah. What is the position?
Position is controlled,
Okay.
and the effect is gonna be limited because you don't know exactly where the house is yet.
Hmm.
And Lydra didn't know either, just that it was in the docks.
Oh. I guess we could have done something else.
I can take a stress to assist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could, instead of taking the push for a die, you could push for extra effect.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll get a dice from our good friend helping me out.
Yeah, I'm good at
Oh.
being unnoticed as well as unseen.
Standard. Was the standard effect?
Yeah, that goes to standard effect now.
That's one. Okay. Here's hoping. Nope.
So you can either try again at risky position, or
Try something else.
try a
Like-
different stat.
I.
Try and hunt.
Then I'm just hunting like random blue coats over the city for like days, and then I don't see that actually helping. We could talk to like some of the more people in the docks, homeless people that are Derek can talk to. And just switch tactics that way. Like, have you seen unusual blue code activity? Or have you seen, like, blah blah?
There have been a lot of people. Sorry.
I try this again. It's risky. But like,
You were cutting out again
Like-
there.
Yeah, there was some robot effect on your voice.
I feel like I could try again. Or I could pass the torch to our spider and have her talk to people.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm trying to look up right now. What my abilities actually are. Because I've got consort and sway.
Consort is like if you're trying.
Oh, I have an idea. I could use hunt to track. No, that's no. Would a hunt be able to allow me to go? Okay, he started here, and then work my way into finding where he would most likely be through never mind. Along the lines of like hunt to find or track where he originally was, and then just start going around and asking people or threatening people. I'm just bad at this. Someone else come up with an idea, please.
No, well, I mean, you could follow somebody definitely through, like, well, if hunting can function sort of like tracking.
Uh,
Yeah, I think hunting is definitely valid. Especially like if you can like just find out about unusual like activity in an area, like a place that normally doesn't have people, suddenly has a lot more activity around it than those people and where they come and go.
And while you're doing that,
think
I
that
could
would qualify as a
still,
hunt.
I guess consort would probably be the one just at a quick glance of like the first paragraph of between consort and sway. But I can also sort of do a survey. It's that one.
I think consort would work well too, by like talking to people and gathering information from the locals.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Is just like walk around, see like how often they notice the blue coats and where they're gathering, and like try to gather information about that there, like that sort of type of activity.
Consort, you socialize with friends and contacts. Schmooze.
Why don't we give that a shot? But you're gonna have to tell me
That's
what I
fine.
need
Like,
to do
a
again.
Fantastic idea.
I'm good at
Would you like an
schmoozing.
assistance die?
I mean, sure, if you would like. Help is never not wanted. There was a lot of weird in that. Okay, so to do this, I click on consort, right? And I choose its position.
Position is controlled.
Controlled. Effect.
Standard.
Submit. And I get 1 bonus dice, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Boop.
So once again, you can either try again at risky, or you can take a different tactic.
If she tries again, does she still get my bonus die?
Yes, she gets to keep the same dice pool.
I would try again then.
Yeah. I'm gonna try again. Risky, still standard.
Yep.
Still 1 bonus dice. Boop.
Hey,
So,
that's a 4.
your crew's gonna gain a heat because someone remembers you asking around.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just check that little box on the crew. And whenever bad things happen, in this game you always have the choice to resist consequences, which basically means you'll pick a stat to resist with, whatever makes the most sense, and then you'll roll the stat, which is one of the 3 main stats: Insight, Prowess, or Resolve. You'll roll one of those, and then you'll take stress depending on how much you roll, depending on what you roll. Higher being better and getting you less stress.
I think just taking 1 heat is better at this point.
Yeah.
Probably.
We've got a little bit of room for some heat here, so
Also, Devilcore, I'm having trouble making you out. You're very
I'm so-
robotic and spotchy.
I am sorry. No.
you might just need to talk closer to the microphone or something. Oh.
Alright, so you talk around and you locate a specific like apartment, sort of like it's like a few stacks of apartment.
Near the
apartment
docks?
Stack. Near just on the edge of the docks. Doo-doo-doo. Right over here.
Okay.
And like because of the lightning barriers and the ghosts outside the lightning barriers, cities and Blaze in the Dark build up. So you have buildings stacked on buildings with catwalks between them. So yeah, so that's what you know. You now know where it is. And basically there's always a blue coat patrol on that like section block. And so you're pretty sure you found the building.
Okay, so I relay that information to my colleagues. Where I go, I'm pretty sure I found the building. It's right, and I tell them where. And I tell them about the patrol that's always there.
How many SCP patrol?
Did I get that information, or
Nope.
I don't know? There's just a patrol. I didn't go count.
Well, now that we know where it is, Gunnar, do you want to head and look it over with me for possible entrances? So, out of character, asking you to do a
Something
survey.
specific you want me to do?
Yeah, asking you to do a survey with me, giving you assist die, specifically trying to see what entrances, if there's like a back way in that we could use that's like locked up or something that we could break in through,
Okay.
anything like that, or if there's like a building above it that we could like cut through the floor, sewer access, anything like abandoned basements, all that fun stuff.
So, Kitty, what am I looking at?
It's risky standard survey,
Okay.
because there's like an obvious blue coat patrol
Hmm.
in this area, and you don't want them to know that you're poking around.
So, I'm going to start again. to get an extra dice.
Okay.
Just because I feel that it's important.
How many dice do you have?
Just come on.
Three.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. Let's see here.
Does it hate me today?
I feel like the blue coats spot you, and the consequence is that they're going to move up the transfer schedule.
No, we're running out of time.
Oh no.
Okay, so how about we just blow up the whole building?
I was thinking, wait for them
I don't
to do the like transfer, and we plant like a bomb in the street, and we just blow up the carriage or whatever.
Well, then we would need to figure out what
I
route
don't
they're
think any of
taking.
us can do that.
Don't think we could do that. I've got wreck.
I have Tinkerer. I can build
Okay.
us a bomb. I can.
Worst the worst, I'll just go through Kai and just hope I can shoot him.
Do we want to try surveying again? To see before we call it off completely and go with the loudest possible option.
I can.
You can still try a stealth
Would be a
infiltration.
desperate roll, right?
No,
Oh.
what it the well, yeah, the survey again will be upgraded to desperate. If you want to still do the stealth plan, the mechanical effect of them moving up there's no mechanical effect for them moving up the transfer date, really, other than you have less time to prepare. So if you want to, you could provide a detail like we come in through the top story. You don't know if that's a good idea or not because you failed your survey roll.
Okay. Does it have a chimney?
I don't think so,
Feel like
because no, in the docks, yeah, it has a chimney.
Okay. Does it have any like second or third story windows?
Yep.
Or any of them not boarded up?
Not like, so there's like an apartment block and then like another apartment block built on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and so the bottom one is all boarded up, but the top one has like an open window.
Or no, is there electricity in this building, or is it still gas powered?
There's not there isn't gas power in the Blades in the Dark setting.
Sorry, whale oil powered, or
Yeah, it's whale oil powered, and by whales we mean leviathans. By leviathans we mean giant, size of, aircraft carrier demons.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's powered by the leviathan blood, which generates electricity.
So is there a way that we can somehow like cut off the electricity / Leviathan blood?
It's
But-
not easy, because they run, like the electric cables, they run those underground, and so it's not, they're not as easily accessible.
Hmm. Actually, if we make a big enough bomb, to like cut the electricity cable, and then all the guards will run outside to see what the explosion was,
We have a big diversion.
and then we go through the front door. While we were trying to survey, did we get any idea of how many guards there were?
You saw
There's at least one.
four in opposite patrol routes around the block,
Mm,
and two in the catwalks.
Okay.
You do have no idea how many are inside.
probably a lot. I mean, do you want to go loud, or should I try to just like sneak in?
I mean, we can kind of do a combination of both, right? But I think
Yeah.
sneaking in is the safe way. Because if we go loud, we immediately need to anticipate the chaos that we provoke.
We could do like Gunnar picks one of the patrols and starts shooting at them, and then hopefully all the other patrols would come to like reinforce them.
That wouldn't be too shabby. It's a little bit quieter than an explosion.
Yeah.
It's still a gunshot though. Well, I'm up for anything. No, that's not helpful.
Question: do they have people like deliver food or water or like laundry or anything like that?
You haven't.
Wouldn't-
You haven't observed that.
I think we should
Um,
probably maybe try and go in through the catwalks.
Yeah.
Take them out because they don't have like I imagine navigating the catwalks is a little bit more challenging, so that would give us an advantage.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is like get the drop on one of the two guards in the catwalk and take them out silently, and then break into like the second or third story, whichever the catwalk is on.
Would you like me to stay on the outside and just, with the rifle, make sure people who come outside die?
Yep. Yeah. Basically, even if there's like a lot of guards there, they'll probably try to like get him out of the building while the building's being assaulted.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop you here.
Okay.
Because one of the Blades in the Dark things is you don't want to plan too much. You don't need
Okay.
to plan for every contingency and everything, because Blades in the Dark has a flashback mechanic where you can spend stress to say, we set this up earlier, we planned for this,
Okay.
without actually having to plan for it. Because the
Cool.
game encourages getting straight into the action.
Yeah. So we're trying to do it's a combination of assault and stealth.
Yeah.
So
So
how do we choose which one?
there's a thing called a linked plan, where if you want, this is like the linked plan specifically is like we need a diversion sort of a thing,
Mhm.
where you can use the diversion as a setup maneuver. So if the diversion succeeds, you'll get in the case of a linked plan, the diversion will give you an extra boost to the engagement roll.
Okay. Or should we just do stealth? Kind of sounds like we're just doing stealth.
Yeah,
Like assault's our backup plan.
that's about right. Is we are just trying to sneak our way in, and we're just ready to get violent. So I think stealth is the dominant strategy.
And the point of infiltration is the
Catwalks.
Yep.
Alright. So now we get to set up the engagement roll.
Yay.
So is this operation particularly bold or daring? Yes. Freaking blue coats. So you get 1 die for sheer luck, plus 1 die for it being a bold plan. Does the plan's details expose a vulnerability in the target or hit them where they're weakest? No, it does not. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses, or special preparations? No. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Not as far as I'm
All I
aware
have
of.
to say is Spider might have a contact that can give her
I was
information.
just gonna
for
say
this.
my information broker, maybe. So, I can't-
Alright, what information do you want from Salia?
Probably getting like if she has like the patrol routes or the specific location, the room that they're keeping Holtz in.
Alright, and do you are you going to consort for it, or are you going to pay for it?
I mean, I feel like I should consort for it.
Alright. So that's gonna be a consort roll, controlled standard.
Control. Standard.
And you can't fail this roll as much as you will just get little to no information.
Okay.
It won't.
No
the,
bonus
the
dice.
consequence for failure will be she doesn't know.
Mhm. I like that. That makes it not as risky, so I'm gonna do my roll. Ooh.
Yeah!
Alright. So she knows that he's in the bottom building.
Okay.
And she also knows that the crime he bore witness to involves the Kellis family. One of the Kellis family members was murdered. So the Kellis family is very interested in in the witness's safety, in Holtz's safety,
Okay.
which means you get +1 die for that information, but you also take -1 die because Rosalind Kellis is interfering in this operation.
Well, the Kellis sounds like jerk people.
She is. I have history before.
So
So you guys all know that now that we know what room this person's in, we've got a little bit of a trek through a building.
yep. All right. So that's it. So you're gonna someone will make a fortune roll. There should be a button on your character sheet
Yep,
for a fortune
Found
roll.
it.
It's gonna be 2d6, 2 dice.
Okay.
You
Oh,
are
be careful.
in a desperate situation.
Lovely.
It was utterly a trap. We find Vin and Vixen in the top building, surrounded by bluecoats, with clubs drawn. There are 5 bluecoats surrounding them. And Gunner, you are outside, perched on a ledge somewhere. And there are bluecoats making their way towards you.
No.
Well,
Let
So,
me blue coats.
what do?
Is there a
Almost have to
window in
abandon
this?
ship.
well, we can't abandon without killing our target.
But I mean,
But we might
Vixen, how good are you at fighting?
not is not an option. I'm very good at consorting and studying. And I have a vial of slumber essence.
I have a lot of things for like getting away once you can get out of this. Once you can get out of this immediate like situation.
Let's see. Vials.
Ooh, actually, Vixen, could you make a distraction for me?
I absolutely can. Or, yeah, I can. I can be distracting. What else is in the room?
It's like sort of like a lobby. It's got like a desk on one side and a few chairs scattered around.
Okay.
It looks like this is where you paid for the apartment slash got your key for your apartment.
Okay.
Do we want to take a 5-minute cliffhanger here?
That would be a good plan. Let's take a quick 5-minute break. And we will be back to figure out how we get out of this sticky situation. Okay, 5 minutes. I don't have a screen for 5 minutes, so I will just do. I don't know what I'll do. I didn't think this far ahead. I'll just wait like this. Say hi to everybody. 'Cause although actually, I could totally go get a new bottle of water because mine is empty. So I will also be right back. Ooh. Oh no, what'd I do? Click. Go back. Launch. I broke everything. I can't hear anything, but I broke it. I broke it all. I will join the game shortly. Oh, whoa, what's with these dropped frames? I don't think I've dropped frames before, ever. Dropped frames. What is going on? Boop. Boop. Most advanced tech would be hecka spoilers. What about common tech?
I mean, we have lamps, and we have the train runs on electricity. Basically,
Do they have like a radio system? Like, is radio common?
radio's not a thing
Okay.
at all.
So magic communication over long distances.
Yeah, they mostly use the train as like mail when you're doing between two large cities.
They don't send a raven?
Like, I guess intercoms are a thing.
Okay. So they've got
Um,
like a short wire-based radio.
It's very wire-based. It's wire-based for sure.
Yeah. Would they have things like telephones then, or?
No, they don't have those. Maybe the rich people,
Okay.
I am back.
but
Welcome
I know
back.
that there is actually a courier service, and considering that it still exists,
Well, we have the internet. We still have courier services.
I know letters and mail is
The dominant.
still popular even in the noble society.
Okay. Well, that works.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we've actually been on break, by the way. I forgot to look at what time we started.
Everyone here?
I'm here.
I am back.
Devil, are you there? Or are you still on break? I think Devil's still on break.
Well, check.
Do. So we can just dance. Well, that's what I'm doing. I also forgot how much I like the OC remix music. So many good songs.
Did anybody ping John Harper to come watch?
John Harper, no. I don't know who that is.
He's the one who made the game.
Ah!
I have returned.
You have returned! We're all
Welcome
here!
All right.
Okay, so
So
we've got Blue Coats closing in on Gunner, and the two V's are kind of surrounded in a
Yup.
lobby.
yup. Blue coats are pulling out manacles to arrest you.
So we're in a lobby. Or like we like actually like 100% surrounded, like they're circled around us, or
You could go back out the window, but there's like, there's more outside, and you're sure they know you're there, so
where are the other exits in the room?
there is a door on the right wall from you. There's like a one of the large doors. that's like an entryway door. It's not actually. It doesn't have a door in it. It's just a doorway. Then across from you on the left side of the far wall is a smaller door. Small door.
And we
That
don't have
leads
any
to
idea of where these doors lead.
No, you don't have blueprints, so.
Okay. Which one's closest to me?
The window behind you is the closest exit, but that's running into more. You know for sure you're running into more blue coats that way.
Mhm.
The next closest would be the entryway, the right, but there's blue coats in the way.
And then there's the doorway that goes deeper into the building. How many blue coats are between us and that?
Like in a direct line, technically one, but that's like one line. The blue coats have like semi-circled around you. 5
Okay.
blue coats.
Okay, so I'm thinking the little door.
Oh, I was thinking the one into the building, and we try to make a run on our target anyways.
Yeah, well, that's sort of what I was thinking too. The little
Is
door.
that the little door?
Yeah, because the other door is the big one. It's a doorway. Trying to think of the distraction abilities that I could implore.
I can think of a very obvious one.
Well,
that's
yeah, that
completely
one's-
in line with how you.
That one's going to happen, but there's got to be a level of effectiveness, and these are trained officers, so I feel like it's less effective than I would typically like.
One thing we forgot to do is our loadout. Our
Oh
load.
yes, load.
Hmm.
So load is you have to choose at the start of the mission. I always forget this. What your load is. The first choice is light. You have 3 slots for items, but you look like a civilian. The next is normal. You have 5 slots, but you look like a criminal. And the last is heavy. You have 6 slots, but you look decked out for war.
I have light.
Yeah, I would probably have light as well.
I might have medium.
You're going normal.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like, I wasn't expecting people to find me and then just come at me, so it's like, load up on extra gear.
Yeah, be ready to blow
Okay.
things up or shoot things.
No, it's just like, oh shit, people are here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should do their thing, because that's more entertaining.
So those items are the ones in that list, right?
So on your character sheet, there is an items list, which is like a gray box,
Mhm.
and that items list is specifically items pertaining to your class
Mhm.
or your playbook.
Yeah.
So on yours,
That's where
you
the
have-
vial of slumber essence is.
Yes, and the vial of slumber essence is in italics, so it doesn't cost you load to have it.
Okay.
So yeah, those are specifically spider items for you, Vixen. Below that gray box is a list of a bunch of different items, like a blade or two, unusual weapon, burglary gear, documents, lantern, tinkering tools, demolitions tools, etc. Those are items everyone has access to.
Okay.
And if it has boxes that are linked together, you have to spend all of those load. So like heavy armor requires you to have armor, which is 2 load, and then an additional 3 load to have heavy armor. So to get heavy armor, that's 5 load.
Yeah. So, well, in this case here, it might be a good idea to take this flashback opportunity to be like, I had a blueprints.
Mhm.
We know where we're going in the building, at least.
Yep.
All right. so spend a load. You have blueprints now. Little flashback to you picking them up from Zalia.
Mhm.
She would have that. She would be the sort of person to have that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would be something she
Um,
could probably find.
So the blueprints, if you go out, you now know that if you go through that door, it just leads to an office, dead end office,
Okay.
the door on the left.
So the
If
little
you
one.
go out the doorway, there's a stairwell going up and a stairwell going down.
Okay. So I then indicate that we should head towards the big door.
Okay.
Um,
I'm still waiting for your distraction.
I'm still trying to think of the best way to do that because, like, I've got wreck too, so I'm wondering if there's something I can, like, I don't know, throw around or destroy at them, like a chair or
What's
something.
What is putting light in here?
The light, there's like there's no lights on. It's like the lights outside the street, like one of the street lamps outside is like casting light inside. Like they wanted it to they wanted you to come in this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Could I do a flashback and say I have my fine shadow cloak and I'm not actually like they haven't actually noticed me yet. They've just noticed Vixen.
Uh
Can I do that or is that pushing it?
No, that's totally within the rules. That will be a two stress flashback
Okay.
because that requires you to have been really sneaky, which is probably easy for you, but
Yeah.
it also requires Vixen to be a fairly good actress.
Which isn't that far off for me.
I don't think that's particularly
No.
hard to.
Yeah, but it's also like, yeah, there's like a lot of factors in there, and
Mhm.
that's why
Yeah,
it caught
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll take the 2 stress. And yeah, so they haven't actually noticed me yet.
So I'm kind of like I signal to you like the big door, but I kind of start like cautiously moving away from it.
Yeah, I make my way towards the big door and try to.
Yeah,
I use my silence potion vial,
Yep.
so they can't hear me.
Yep, you make no noise. You cannot physically make noise for, is it 1 minute or 1 hour?
It's in several actions.
Several actions? Okay.
It wasn't very clear.
A lot of things are specifically vague.
But yeah, so if I can get out of this particular room with the guards in it, that's
Oh.
all I wanted, and anything else I get out of it is a bonus. And yeah, I start making my way down the stairs towards the room where our target
silence
is.
potion I just read, you have to smash it, and it silences an area of 10 paces.
Okay, I still do it.
Okay, you smash the potion, and so you're gonna have to make a prowl roll
Yep.
to flip through the guards, because as soon as you smash that potion, they're gonna jump Vixen,
Position.
and they'll probably, because you both came in the same way, they'll probably bump into you. The position is desperate.
Okay.
And whenever you
Effect.
roll a desperate roll, you get to mark XP in the major stat that you used.
Cool.
So, like, a desperate prowl roll gives you a point, an XP point in prowess.
Awesome.
The effect is standard because of your shadow cloak.
Okay. I can't really get help from anybody. I have 2 dice. Should I push myself for an extra one, or take a Devil's Roar again?
You should. be aware that if you fill your stress bar, you will trauma out and be
Okay.
out of the mission. You will immediately exit
whatever-
the mission.
Would somebody like to offer me a Devil's Bargain then?
How do you do that? Is that something that?
So
I think anyone can propose one, but I have to agree to it.
yeah, that's how it works. Anyone can propose a devil's bargain, but the player who's taking the action gets to decide whether or not they take the bargain.
I don't-
So the prowl roll is to see if you get caught up in the skirmish that's you just started with your silence potion.
Mhm.
So the consequence for failure is you are caught and stuck in the skirmish. So my devil's bargain is you get hit in like the armor, the shin, and take like level 1 harm bruised on your way through to get past them.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Oh, but is that what was? It says that gives less effect.
So whenever after this roll, regardless of the outcome, you will have, if you take the bargain, you will have bruised, level 1 harm. If you
Mhm.
have level 1 harm, every action after you get the harm has lowered effect. So if I say it's standard, for
okay.
you it's limited.
Okay. I won't take that Devil's Bargain.
Okay.
Because I imagine I'm still going to need to make several rolls. So yeah, I'll just make it as a standard.
Good luck.
No bonus dice.
May RNG be with you.
Oh,
Oh
yeah!
yes!
Success with no consequences.
Full success. There we
Uh,
go.
You dart through a little opening between them and are at the stairs. So, at the same time as you're doing this, Vixen, you hear the shatter, and then all of a sudden you can't hear anything. None of the shouting outside, none of the shouting inside, and all the blue coats in the room are jumping at you to subdue you. What do?
Cry a little.
Can you wreck the Bluecoats?
I can. Well, like the little description here for wreck is wreck a place, item, or obstacle with savage force or carefully applied sabotage, breach defenses. So I don't think I can use it to wreck them. And I don't think there's much in the room that would be to my advantage to just destroy.
In my description, in the full description of Wreck, it says you could try to overwhelm an enemy with sheer force in battle, but
Oh.
skirmishing might be better. Basically, what that means is you'll have less effect if you try it. Which fighting 5 blue coats by yourself, even if you had skirmish, is already limited effect.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say. Like, I'm fighting. There's like 5 of these people here. I need to most likely just get out of the situation that I'm in.
Yeah. And now
So
you
what's-
can't talk.
What's the description of the vial of slumber essence?
In a 10 pace radius, no sound.
No, the slumber essence.
Oh, slumber essence. Slumber essence, you put 1 target to sleep for 1 hour.
That's not enough targets.
Nope.
Maybe just try to escape with finesse if you have finesse.
I don't. I have study.
May still be.
I have study,
I mean-
survey, rec, consort, and sway.
If you push yourself on finesse or prowl to like escape, then you have 1 dice, and technically there's a 50% chance of success on 1 dice.
As John Harper likes to say.
Yup.
Well,
John Harper says that a lot.
I mean, I guess we could go with that.
Would angle to see into the room that they're at, or Vixen is at.
Yeah, you can see it. That was part of the plan.
Be able to shoot the blue for an extra dice.
You roboted out there.
Can I shoot at to give Vixen an extra dice to her roll?
Yep. You could aid her with covering fire. That's totally cool.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay,
I have 3 stress left.
so
I hope.
I take 2 stress to push myself, right?
Yep.
And that'll give me a finesse.
Yep.
Or is finesse or prowl? Which one should I use?
So prowl is athletics, generally. If you
Okay, so that's probably the better one.
prowl is probably the better one in this case. Because I can't really think of a way to finesse out of this. Like, I'm gonna go read finesse again.
I mean, finesse would be jumping out the window and just dodging them.
So is prowl though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Finesse, you might pick someone's pocket, you might handle the controls of the vehicle, direct them out, formally duel an opponent.
I mean, does it matter because she has 0 die in either of them?
Yes, because the stat you choose dictates the level of the position and effect level.
Okay. Actually, while you're looking it up, can I have for a Devil's Bargain?
Sure.
Instead of taking 2 stress, they get enough of a look at you that they have a description of you now. So even if you get away, like they know what you look like.
I would almost want to go, okay, well, I've got flashback. I also put on a nice cover identity.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because I would take that and
Idea. Could you take that Devil's Bargain, flashback for the fine cover identity,
I'd
and
take
then
the
say
identity
that,
of one of the
your
Kellis
cover
family.
identity is Rosalind Kellis?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Specifically as Rosalind Kellis, I would probably have to make that a 3 stress flashback. 'Cause
Well,
you've never met her.
no, well, but I could be a Kellis family member. I could.
That would be slightly easier.
Or I could just have a relative disguise to just not look anything like myself. Or to look less like myself. Although I am really tempted to take the Rosalind Kellis approach.
I mean, either way, you get stressed, so.
Yeah. I mean, that's 3 stress. It's...
But we fuck over Rosalind Kellis.
We do. We do screw her over.
Make me super confused.
Well, we either screw her over, or if I'm convincing enough, which I don't think I would be in this particular situation, I could just say, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop attacking me!" Like,
Yeah, I'm here to visit the witness.
yeah.
Oh my god, could you disguise yourself as Rosalind Callus's like lawyer.
That would probably again be maybe easier, but
Disguising yourself as a specific person is a 3 stress flashback.
like just like a generic lawyer
Yeah.
Generic lawyer.
or like
yeah, 2 stress-
you know like high class lawyer, I guess.
Yeah. High class lawyer is a 2 stress.
That being said, we came in through like a
and
window,
might
right?
require- and disguising yourself as like a high class lawyer might require an acquire asset roll to acquire better clothes.
Okay, yeah.
And that's gonna be really hard.
Yeah. I probably would just take something to disguise myself. That seems like the most... Because I would probably need to do that too if I was going to try and pretend to be Rosalind, right?
Right.
So-
Yeah,
So
definitely.
probably just a basic disguise. How much stress would that be?
Just a basic, like, a common
Yeah,
person.
so I don't look like me. They could see me and they'll have a person in mind, but that person wouldn't immediately
That's,
look like me.
that'd be a 1 stress flashback.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and I'll take that Devil's Bargain. So that gives me a total of 3 dice on Prowl, I guess?
You can't push yourself if you
Oh,
take a devil's bargain.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I don't
So
take...
basically what you're doing is you're saving yourself 1 stress.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll do that. And, then I roll Prowl. What position is it?
Desperate.
Desperate.
Hey,
And-
but mark that XP.
The effect?
Standard, because you're diving out the window.
And I get 1 bonus dice.
You get 2 bonus dice. If you have no dice in it, you want to
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
2 bonus dice because of the help and the devil's bargain.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fingers crossed. I got a 5.
Partial success.
5 is a success with complication.
I do something with XP.
Yeah, on your character sheet, you see insight, prowess, and resolve. Prowl is under prowess, so you're gonna mark the little flag to the right
Okay,
of
yeah.
prowess.
Got it.
There you go. And like other Apocalypse games, if you ever fill out an XP track, you immediately get the bonuses. You don't have to wait for downtime to level up or anything
Cool.
like that. Doop-a-doo. So the consequence is going to be nasty.
Ooh.
But don't forget you can choose to resist if you want.
Mhm.
I think one of the blue coats is closer to the window than you thought, and they get like crack on your leg as you're diving through, and so you're gonna take level 3 harm, broken shin.
Okay, so I probably want to resist that.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
When it comes to harm, there's 2 ways to do it. You can spend load to say you
Armor.
have armor. And then if that's not enough for you, you can also choose one of the main stats. And roll that. So generally, yes, harm, you roll prowess, but if you can make a case for either resolve or insight as to why you avoided the consequence using one of those stats, you can roll those instead.
Okay, so here's my my case for resolve, and specifically more a bit about, my whole like sway, charm, wonder.
Right.
I catch a glimpse of this person about to hit me, and quickly, promptly flash them, as it were, with a nice little lovely wink to throw off their aim.
All right.
That would be my case for resolve.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna say they're mid-swing already, so you're just going to lighten the blow.
Okay.
So it'll be moved down to level 1 harm bruised if you resist that way.
Okay. I don't think I have really any other good options for that. Unless I want to just try and do another prowl roll.
Yeah, it wouldn't be prowl, it'd be prowess.
Or, yeah, just prowess.
Which, prowess, you have 1 extra dice compared to prowl.
Fair enough. But if I do resolve, I have the same number of dice?
2 dice.
2 dice?
Because the way it calculates it, which you don't have to calculate it because you can just click the name of the skill. But the way it calculates it is it's the first column. under
Okay.
the skill.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
So if you want to be quote unquote tanky, you get 1 in everything.
Yeah, I understand. Don't know if I want to take the risk on a 1 dice, or if I'd rather... But then I might not get hit at all. This is a tough decision.
Have to get away.
I mean, I guess... The bruise would mean I take -1 dice on pretty much everything afterwards, right?
Oh, it's a level 1 harm, so you have less effect.
Okay, so the
So
standard...
if I say you have standard effect, you have limited effect instead.
Okay. And how long does that last?
Until you
Yeah.
heal it, which is requires some downtime
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the prowess, I think.
Okay. So,
I'm
how
just-
are you resisting with prowess?
Is there anything within, like, sort of, like, kind of arm's reach, sort of, or
Maybe a chair?
maybe a chair? By grabbing and throwing a chair at him?
Okay. Yeah, that'll deflect it.
Okay.
I just realized they can't hear anything. Me shooting them, would that just like kill people?
The people outside would still heal things, but they
Yes,
but the
of course. I mean, the people inside won't know that a gunshot's
Yeah,
being fired at.
Yeah, they don't know that they're being fired, but the people coming towards you definitely know you're shooting.
Oh, that would be awesome in a reverse scenario where you're shooting from complete silence.
They don't have the ability to do that, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a prowess.
Yep.
No bonus dice, right?
Nope.
No!
You take 5 stress.
Oof.
1, 2, 3.
The good news
4,
is you can
5.
take that stress. It looks like.
That's for now.
So yeah, this stresses you out, but you manage to get the chair up and into the way, and it's like barely. So it's like you actually don't even throw the chair at them. You just slide it so that the cudgel bounces off the chair as you dive out the window.
Okay.
And it's like a really close call. And the bluecoats are scrambling out after you. Gunner. One of the bluecoats pulls out a pistol and is about to shoot at you.
Well, clearly, out from nowhere, Silver comes out and attacks him in the face. Plenty of time to shoot in the chest.
Let's see. Where did I put the crew sheet?
Question: would my fine pair of pistols be able to reach where they were at, or would I have to have my long rifle?
If he can shoot you with a pistol, you can shoot him with a pistol.
Okay. I meant more like... Oh, never mind.
So Silver, you want to employ your...
Yeah, let me roll for Silver.
Okay. Silver actually has a button, if you look at the crew sheet. And Silver's the owl, right?
Yeah, with Owl.
Well, poor owl.
Poor Owl.
So Silver is dives on them and then just gets smacked off the roof. And is going to has a broken wing, so
Okay, it's...
you can resist that if you want.
No, I can't. That's very...
Alright, so
Pretty-
Silver is broken.
stressful out.
You're gonna have to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Burb.
No,
bird.
not the Borb.
Okay.
So that happened, and I'm just like, shit. I can't fire at them. Question mark?
You could,
Okay.
but you don't have sharpshooter, so you have your rifle's already gone off, and you have like it's basically musket loading.
Hmm.
It's like gun technology. Think pirate era. So decently accurate, but they take a really long time to reload.
Gotcha.
So I am going to be like, well, shit, and then seeing all these bluecoats coming at me, going, well, I guess I'm going to have to like shoot at them and get into melee. That's the only way happens, because I could try to run, but that's just not her style. And she's a big girl; she can take a few hits.
So you pull out, so you like drop your hunting rifle, or not.
Or it could be like on what is it? A cloth that's around me, so it's just like dangling from my, my torso, neck or
Right.
something.
You pull out some pistols, and or you reload your pistols, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn around and fire on bluecoats.
Clearly, I can make a chance to escape after I kill some of these bluecoats.
Hopefully.
Very much
Yep,
hopefully.
The-
Now, should I use hunt or should I use skirmish?
They are not in melee with you, so it's
Okay.
hunt makes more sense.
Okay. This is a desperate situation.
This is a desperate situation.
This is a standard effect.
Yep, standard effect.
Bonus dice.
None as far as I know.
6.
Nice.
Yes.
He gets shot in the face.
I get a
Yep.
dot in inside, right? I'm not a dot. An experience point in inside. Gotta make sure my because
Yep. You shoot the guy who is about to shoot you in the face, and he falls over. And the other 3 bluecoats that were coming for you start make their way up, and are now on an even level with you. And so we'll get back to that in a second. Vin, you
Yes.
go down the stairs, I assume?
Because I imagine we looked over the blueprints beforehand.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going at this point.
Yeah. You don't know exactly what room he is. You know what floor he's in.
Okay.
And you know there is 4 rooms on that floor.
Cool.
And you know how to get to the floor.
Yep.
I mean, I could just kind of hop down the stairs pretty quickly because I'm pretty agile.
Yep. So yeah, you're on the 2nd floor of the bottom apartment. There are 4 doors.
Okay.
What do?
Can I use finesse to listen at each door?
I think prowl makes more sense because you're
Alright. Fine with that.
sneaking around and stealthily listening
Okay.
and not to make any noise.
Position?
You're in a risky. You're more in the risky territory now because all the
Okay.
bluecoats are chasing your friends, new friends.
Effect?
Standard.
Okay. Eh. Unless somebody really has a good Devil's Bargain. I think that's it.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Cool. Partial success.
All right.
So success had a consequence.
Yep. So you listen and you hear someone shift from one of the rooms, inside one of the rooms.
Mhm.
The one closest to the stairs. You hear someone shift in, and just as you're about to plan whatever your next move is, the floorboard underneath you creaks. So whoever's in that room knows you're here. And that's,
Oh, they know somebody's here.
yeah, they know somebody's here. And so yeah, they're about to, and you,
Yeah,
and then you hear the doorknob turning to open the door.
Yeah, I make it. I try to play it off as I'm another god, and I'm like, "There's been an attack. We're responding." And as I say that, I draw a knife and get ready to stab whoever just comes out that door.
So, sounds like you want to set up an ambush using sway,
I guess.
because you're trying to convince whoever's on the inside that you're a guard.
I mean, could I set up an ambush using prowl just by hiding myself, or is that impossible at this point? Because this time I'd rather do that, because I'm much better at that.
Well, basically, that would just be getting ready for when the door opens to just stab whatever.
Yeah, and I do have my like fine shadow cloak, so I am pretty good at being hidden.
Yeah. So, because you yelled that out, I would have to say, no, not really.
Okay, that's fair. I did declare an action. Okay, so I have to make a sway wall to set up an ambush.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything I can grab to give me a +1 here, equipment-wise? Doesn't look like it. I don't think anybody can give me an assist. Position.
First, setup actions have positions, like meaningful positions. Let me go look.
I mean, it's very believable what she's saying.
Obviously, there's gunshots outside.
Yeah. I would argue for controlled.
Page 135. When you perform a setup action, action has an intended result. Any member of the team who follows through on the action.
Oh no. Oh no, our call got disconnected. 1 second. I gotta get back in there. Also, whoa, look at all those frame drops. Boop. Everybody come back.
Boop.
Boop.
Oh, there we go.
I'm not getting any video from Ellie. There we go.
Come back. I don't know what happened.
Yay.
Ellie, your mic has gotten farther away or something.
My mic got further away. Okay.
It's really quiet now.
I'll check the settings. Is that better? No, that's not better.
No.
I didn't move.
What mic are you using?
My Yeti.
That was better for a second. There was like a half second where it got better.
That's weird. Da-da. How about that? Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Much.
Okay, that's weird, but we will just do that.
Okay. So I think it's risky standard. And failure will mean your ambush is desperate.
Okay.
EXP.
Any Devil's Bargains? If not, I'll take the 2 stress, because I need at least 1 die.
Just trying to think what you
I
could...
mean, rolling 0 die means you roll 2, take the lowest, which is really bad.
So, what about... You're just trying to prepare for it, right? So what if they...
She's trying to convince whoever's on the other side that she's not going to harm him. Is basically what this role
Basically
is.
what it boils down to. So, I mean, wouldn't I guess the best devil's bargain be that if she fails, they suspect that harm will...
Devil's bargain has to be something that happens regardless of whether she
Oh,
succeeds or fails.
okay.
Yeah. I can't think of any ones.
I mean, the door could open right into your face, but that would just be comical.
It'd be more dark.
Maybe there's a god in the room too. Could be a devil's bargain.
Yeah, that's a devil's
Yeah.
bargain.
I don't know if I want to take that though. I mean, I think I'd rather have the stress.
So yeah, devil's bargain.
Yeah,
put
just
it
take
in
the
room.
stress. Okay, so one bonus die.
You can do it!
Yeah. So
I'm totally not here to kill you.
yeah, there's they don't believe you. And yeah, you could just hear the door lock.
Okay.
The door was like creak, like the knob was turning, and then as soon as you said that, it like you hear the like click of the latch, and then you hear the click of the lock.
Ooh, my fine lockpicks are italicized.
Totally break into that room and murder everyone in there.
Yeah, I totally pull out my set of fine lockpicks and start tinkering at the lock.
All right. Tinker roll. Yay!
Position?
Um. It's desperate.
Okay.
But standard effects.
And because I have fine lockpicks, yeah. Does that give me an extra die for fine lockpicks?
No, actually, that makes your effect go from standard to great.
Nice.
So, with great effect, they won't know that the lock has been picked. They won't hear anything.
Well, that's good.
Can't really take any more trauma, any more stress.
I think this mission's a failure.
I'm just gonna roll it.
Just roll it. Oh,
Yeah.
yes!
Oh,
Yay!
yeah. Take your XP.
Yep, I got my XP.
So yeah, you pick the lock and it's completely silent.
Yeah, I just kind of like slowly push the door open, then I throw a knife at the first person I see.
Alright. So that will be we'll get back to that in a second.
Okay.
I want to jump over to Vixen, who's running across the catwalk being chased by 5 bluecoats.
Okie dokie.
Vixen, you can hear again.
Oh, cool. That's good.
The catwalks. Frick the catwalk.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. But how... do the catwalks look like something that could be broken?
Some of them are just like 2 wooden planks side by side.
Yeah, I'm breaking those. As soon as I am in some relatively safe footing.
What do you use to smash them?
Wow.
Well, do I have to smash them? Can I, like, just dislodge them, or...
Yeah, you could do that.
Because that's probably what I would do.
I'm gonna say without a without a, it's gonna be less effect without a tool because it's gonna be harder to dislodge it with
With just my bare hands.
weight on it,
Mhm.
basically.
Hmm.
It's harder to move when there's weight on it.
Darn. I don't have enough things to have my demolition tools.
You have
I have a light
um,
load and I have 2 of it used up at the moment.
no. I only see one of it used up.
Oh right, those
Uh,
are both italicized.
Yep.
Okay, I have demolition tools. I came ready to break things.
Nice.
So I am going to break the catwalk as soon as I'm off it using my demolition tools.
All right. So what are your what did you bring in your pack of demolition tools?
I would assume probably things like a crowbar or the fancier crowbars that they have different names, but
Yeah.
crowbar-like
Okay.
tool.
Yep.
Okay,
You have one of those.
I like those.
Where was she keeping that?
Just strapped to my
No.
thigh. Where else would you keep your crowbar? You mean you don't have one strapped to your thigh? I wish if I wasn't living at my mom's house, I would have a crowbar in arm's reach. It would have been hilarious. Because I did keep one in my office. So, my position.
Desperate.
Desperate? No.
But standard effect.
Okay. Desperate. Standard effect. No bonus dice. Right?
Yep.
Boom. Oh no! Freaking... Why? Why, RNG? Why do you hate us?
Yeah.
We either get 1s or 6s, I feel.
Yeah. There's been some 5s. So yeah, you go to pry the crowbar, and like pry the wood off with your crowbar, and one of the blue coats shoots you in the shoulder.
Oof.
So that'll be level 3 harm. Shattered shoulder.
Okay. Let me get my keyboard so that I can write that.
You can resist if you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
You
So,
can still attempt to resist.
yeah, I should probably do that too. Probably a prowess to attempt to resist.
Probably.
Because I don't think the other ones would do anything. So, I will attempt to resist with prowess. I can't think of any reason why I'd have a bonus dice, so fingers crossed. RNG be on my side.
Yes!
Oh.
Nice!
You also don't you get the XP in prowess? Do you do the rec roll?
For the rec roll, yes.
Oh, cool.
Rec roll.
So you take 0 stress, and you're only grazed.
So do I,
She actually...
do I have to write that
Oh,
down
a
somewhere?
6 is just a success, not critical.
Yeah, level 1 harm grazed.
Grazed.
You are a spider,
Mhm.
and dodging bullets is not like a thing you do every day.
No, I could see that. I
So
just got
level
lucky.
1 grazed.
Well, I'm okay with
And
that.
Stings like
It's like a paper cut. It's the worst
Yeah.
kind of damage.
It's a really big paper cut.
yeah.
The paper is made out of metal, and
Did I succeed in breaking the catwalk though?
No.
Darn it.
So yeah, they're still coming across.
Would I have
Just
time to
literally
attempt
run.
to break it again, or should I? Or are they a little bit too close for...
Yeah, they're a lot closer now.
Okay, I'm
They're
going to continue to flee, I suppose.
Alright. So we'll get back to that. Gunner. They're
Yes.
like they're on the rooftop that you set up on, and they're like, if one of them charged, they'd be on top of you. Do you have a split second to do something?
Let's see, what do I have? 3. Good thing I have my steel toe boots. So as soon as they rush at me, I just kick them in the face and KO them. It's fine.
You kick them in the face.
Ooh, face kicking. That's...
Question.
What?
Took one injury, which is weak, and it has less effect. Still help me? Like, as in... I don't remember how cohorts work. Exactly.
Your cohort is not weak. Your cohort is broken.
That's the stage 3.
Yeah. Your cohort needs
Okay.
serious medical treatment to be back in action.
Hey.
Which I marked that on the assassin crew sheet because I didn't know there was a pet thing, which I noticed the sheets got updated, so. Somewhere in this mess of sheets I have open. There it is. So yeah, so kicking.
Well, he is anyway. I guess it's shooting or kicking people.
Yeah,
In a skirmish.
sounds like you're trying to skirmish.
But desperate?
Yeah, pretty desperate. 3 blue coats is pretty desperate.
I mean,
An
they're not
effect?
every day.
Effect is, what is your goal? To like knock the first one out?
That's right. I should have a goal other than just surviving. I mean, I could do that. I think that would take a long time. Can I attempt to just skirmish enough to get an opening to flee?
Yeah, you're trying to give yourself a moment of time to be able to flee. So yeah, that's going to be standard effect. Because they haven't surrounded you.
Do I take the stress and roll for an extra dice? Do I take my dice?
How many dice do you have?
Dice. I have 3 stress boxes remaining before I take a trauma. I mean, means
I'll take the stress.
I have a chance of getting away.
Mhm.
Because
Otherwise-
if you hit trauma, then you just leave the scene and you won't take any more harm.
Sure. So, I'm rolling a bonus die. I'm taking stress. Please be a crit. Damn it, it's just a 6.
That's still good. You line up the kick and like boot the first guy into the second guy.
I love this
And,
character idea.
and the third one has to like swivel out of the way as they like fall back onto the rooftop, and you book it in the opposite direction.
Can I, like, at any moment, have I seen Vixen running away on the catwalk could I have gone in her direction? Or would that be too much?
So the picture is you were across the street.
Oh, okay.
They were coming from, if you were facing the building that they went into, the Bluecoats were coming from your left, and Vixen was
Okay.
running to your left across the street.
Okay.
And so you escaping is booking it the opposite direction of Vixen. Unless you want to book it through them.
I think that would be. I'm sorry, Vixen.
That's okay. I understand the circumstances we're in.
I mean, it's not like I can just escape, go into the front door, and just start murdering everyone I see in that building. I mean, I could.
I mean, that's what I did.
I mean, the thing is, we are providing ample distraction for these guards, so hopefully.
Yep. Vin did not take the devil's bargain for there to be a blue coat in the room, right?
I did not.
Okay. So yeah, you throw a knife at the first person you see. Maybe finesse?
I would argue this is straight up prowl.
Yeah, prowl for.
Ambush with close violence.
Yeah.
And I get a bonus die from ambush.
Yep.
Position.
Part of this is
Position is risky
Okay.
because they are not expecting you to pick the lock.
Effect.
Standard.
Bonus dice for 1. Ooh.
4s.
4s.
I got 3 4s.
Yeah.
The best part about this is that no matter how many people we kill, we won't set off the alarm, except for the obvious noise that we're making.
So yeah, you chuck the knife and it sticks in the left shoulder of the guy that appears behind the door, and the guy that appears behind the door is like wearing like a breastplate with the Kellis emblem on it.
Of course.
And he has a gun in his left hand and a rapier in his right hand. A pistol in his left hand and a rapier in his right hand. And your knife throws his aim off. So the consequence is you're gonna take level 2 harm, like muscle shot, like somewhere in like the stomach region, but it's like not in like deep into any of the organs, just like.
I mean, so, like, let's be clear. To be clear about what my objective was there, my objective was to kill a target.
Yeah.
Or kill the first person I saw was my objective. It wasn't just to, like, hit them with a knife. My objective was to kill the first person I saw.
Yeah.
And I was accomplishing that by throwing a knife.
Okay. So he has armor, and there was no way for you to know that.
I mean, I would argue, like, because it's still, like, a success.
Yeah.
I would argue that either he is armored, I don't kill him, and I don't take the wound, or I kill him.
Right.
Because I feel like not killing him and taking the wound is too many
Yeah, that's fair for
penalties for
that's
no
fair-
success.
That's fair for risky. If this was desperate, I could throw 2 consequences at you. So yeah, the consequence is he's not dead yet.
Okay.
And he's one of the Kellis's personal bodyguards.
Okay. So what is it? Would be skirmish or prowl to, like, or even finesse to, like, duel with this guy?
Finesse is dueling for
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like, especially the way I fight would be finesse. So yeah, I'm like, dancing about him, trying to find an opening to like go for something like the neck or a gap in the armor.
Yeah.
Position.
He shot and missed you.
Yeah.
Just to be clear that he doesn't have a bullet in his gun right now.
Position.
Desperate.
Okay.
This guy is way better than you.
Do I still get the +1 die from ambush because it's still part of the ambush? No. Okay. Effect standard.
Yeah.
Bonus dice. I can't think of any.
Mm. Devil's bargain. The target leaves out the back window.
No. So a partial success.
Yeah, he's you're gonna take level 2 harm stabbed.
Okay. And what I roll to resist that prowess?
Most likely.
Okay.
If you want to like dodge it, prowess would be the thing to roll.
That would make the most sense.
But this isn't our target, right?
No, this is not your target.
It's just a
here's the
lot
thing, if I fail the resist roll, I'll max out my stress and have to like leave without getting the target. So should I take the wound and get the -1 die going forward, or should I resist and risk like just ending it here?
Whew. That is a tough one.
That's the name of the game.
I mean, I don't know what else is happening in that room, so I don't know, like, are there other bodyguards, or, like, do you think you might get a clear shot at Buddy?
Is Buddy even in the room?
You mean Holtz?
Yeah, sure.
If he's in the room, he's hiding behind like bed or something, hiding under the bed or something.
Are there any other exits to this room?
The window.
Okay. But I can still. It would be very obvious if he jumped out the window.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, I'll take the -1 die.
Okay.
Okay, so shot.
Be careful.
Stabbed.
Level
You're
3
stabbed.
and-
Yeah.
Oh, stabbed.
He didn't have any out. He didn't have a loaded gun. So yeah, he like stabs you in the side with a rapier, and then you stab him in the neck with a knife.
Okay. So yeah, and then
Uh,
assuming it's still we're not moving on to somebody else, I find the target and eliminate him.
yeah.
Sounds like a prowl roll.
Yeah, I could see prowl.
Actually, question: how long does it take to reload a pistol?
I'm not sure how long it takes to reload a flintlock.
I mean, do they have cartridges?
No.
We're about at the time period where cartridges start being a thing.
If they are, they're cartridges, they're muzzle-loaded cartridges.
Yeah, but that's still instead of like you have to pour in powder, then you have to get the real ramrod.
Yeah, it's
and
probably
all that stuff.
muzzle-loaded cartridges. So, like 3 seconds maybe. I don't know exactly.
Okay. I'm just gonna find this guy. Like, I'm going to try to, like, just ambush this guy. Like, just go completely silent, and just wait for him to move, and just throw a knife at him once he moves.
All right.
ambush again.
Yep. So you like shift it so that your feet are hidden from all the potential hiding spots in the room and go completely silent.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I even need to roll for that?
yes.
Yes. Okay, so it's gonna be prowl, I imagine. Position.
Position is risky. Effect is great.
Okay. Okay.
Or
Does that always do the -1 die?
It should. I think it should automatically do the -1 die.
Okay.
If not, we'll know.
Are there any other Devil's Worgens people can think of?
I mean, he could make a if he could try and make a run for it, like.
That's what she's preventing against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Can I propose one for myself?
You can, but I need to say yes
The
or no.
person I thought I killed didn't actually die, and he saw what I look like.
So he's like,
So he's like wounded and he's like out of the fight, but he still like got a look at me.
okay, so like,
Make a sketch.
so some medicine guy will pick him back up later.
Yeah.
Like he's actually unconscious, not.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I don't have time to like check a pulse.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
And narratively, this would also be me agreeing to not going back and slitting this guy's throat
Yep.
to make sure. Okay. Cool.
You have a
I'll-
job
I'll
to do,
accept that,
clearly.
Devil's Worgen. Okay. Let's go.
I'm gonna go back and make things. Yay!
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't think it counted that -1 die.
So got a 6
Yeah.
and a 4.
I don't think so either. For some reason, it went 3 and your stat is a 2.
Would you just like me to roll 2d6? Or just roll it without the extra die?
Doesn't really matter. You
No,
got a
we'll
6
just
on
take the
first
two
die.
first dice as
Okay.
first numbers as your dice roll. So
I'm
6
fine with that.
far. Yeah, that's how John Harper did it on all the role play blades.
Cool. Do I even need to roll for killing this guy again?
No, that was the roll.
Okay, cool. We'll have to make sure that wasn't the setup roll. So yeah, that our target is dead.
They're just gonna like.
No, we just
Yep.
have to survive and get away.
Yeah, I like searched his body real quick for anything that would be like identifying to like prove that we killed him.
Yeah, there's no, you don't need
Specifically-
you don't need anything to identify him because if he's dead, he can't witness, and that's all the employer.
I mean,
cares about.
specifically, I want to prove that we killed him.
Oh.
If you see what I'm getting at. I don't want anybody else taking credit for this kill when I go to turn it in.
He has a blue coat badge. That's
Okay, yeah, I take that. And then I look out the window. Are there any guards outside this window?
Nope.
Okay, I just jump out the window.
Vixen, you are still struggling to escape.
Yes.
All
I'm-
right.
Looking for opportunities to get far enough away that I can attempt to destroy or duck away.
Do you want to do a quick survey?
Yeah, let's do that. Where's my mouse? Let's do a quick survey.
Risky standard.
Risky standard.
Consequences. You have to keep running. Like you don't find a place.
Yeah, I don't think I need to push myself just yet. Gonna just take the one dice. Boop. Ugh, friggin' RNG.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't see, you're still running. You can't, and they're gaining on you a little, but they haven't caught you yet.
Okay.
Maybe you have a flashback where you hired a group of thugs to be at a specific location where you can escape to and have them deal with the bluecoats for you.
That's not a bad idea.
All right. So, you can spend the 2 stress for the flashback, or 1 stress and 1 coin, and then you'll have to make probably a concert roll to see the quality of said thugs.
Well, I guess I'll take 1 stress and 1 coin.
Okay.
Like that. And then roll consort.
Yep.
Position.
Risky standard.
Risky
I
standard.
mean, because like this is a non, so just like default it.
I mean,
There's a 5.
So it's a tier 1, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's a tier 1. So they get 1 helping dice to whatever your next thing is.
Well, so I'm basically gonna run to whatever this preset location is, and then they're gonna start a tussle with the blue
Yep.
coats.
So you're just gonna let them do it, and you're just gonna run past them and just run away, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so they're gonna roll their single die to see how effective they are.
I mean, they just need to stall. Like, they don't need to win.
I just need enough time to disappear, so.
Yep.
I didn't trauma out, guys.
Ooh, can I afford a Devil's Bargain for this roll for the gang?
Sure. What's the devil's bargain?
We didn't tell them who they would be fighting. We said show up at this location and be ready for a fight. So they're gonna be a little bit pissed at us that it's Bluecoats.
All right.
Yeah.
Vixen, you want to take that devil's bargain?
Yeah, I'll take that devil's bargain. I mean,
Alright.
I'm disguised a little bit, so.
Let's see here. 1 second.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All the Skolven thugs.
Yep.
That's just some more bad rep for the Skolvens. How dare you?
So yeah. The devil's bargain mechanically has -1 rep with Ulf Ironborn's crew of mercenaries.
Okay.
You can just raise that later with money. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, nice thing about mercenaries is their primary thing is they can be bought.
Here's this a wad of cash. Forgive us.
So, yeah, you have a good head start. Vixen escapes. Vin escapes. Gunner, you have a good head start. They're still chasing you. How do you ditch them?
um. Hmm. Oh no, I can't because I don't have any stress. Or I have to use a prowl roll.
So you like,
Further enough away and then just disappear into the night.
all right.
Devil's Bargain.
Hmm. Could do heat. You could just stack heat on it.
I mean, I could get winged.
Yeah, you could get hurt in your escape.
Could do that too.
Because that means then I have to split my action between healing and reducing stress, which is like, hey,
Yep.
I already have the thing I have to do later on, which is heal from hurt. Heal from
Yep.
you take this harm. What level harm is it?
Uh. Probably level 2 harm.
Okay.
Like the Devil's Bargain would probably take effect if something like you run into another Blue Coat Patrol and they get a crack at your ribs.
Broken ribs.
Cracked ribs. Kills a lot easier than
Yeah.
broken ribs.
Oh my god. Left back.
Hmm?
Is it a risky situation?
Yep.
Standard or
Yeah, standard effect.
I like get away. God damn it!
So, yeah. You get cracked in the ribs and then surrounded. And now you're in a desperate situation. Surrounded by blue coats.
This is not good.
And I don't think Neo Vixen know that you're in this situation.
No.
No, at this point, the part of the plan we're following through is rendezvous back at Lair.
Yeah.
So literally, I have to fight them with less effect, or just taken in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep fighting.
Keep
Alright.
fighting.
So, we've learned that typing into the harm thing doesn't modify dice rolls, so you'll be, if you don't do anything to up your dice rolls, you'll be...
No, I have
Captain Ash. Captain
Tough
Ash
as
with the
nails,
host.
So this level 2 harm is in fact the level 1 harm for me. It's just
Oh,
marked
right.
as level 2 for recovery.
Right.
So it's less effect, which means I'm going to have to be here a while.
Yeah, because, like, you're surrounded by 5 blue coats. So your goal is to create an opening to get away, and you're surrounded.
Yes.
So your effect right now is limited, which bumps it down to no effect.
Is that even a possibility?
Yes, no effect is a possibility.
Then I get taken in. I do anything.
Wait, can you push your stress over the top to get removed from the scene?
Yes.
Then I'd have trauma.
But trauma's
You
great.
could also, we could also
Speaking
find
from
a
experience.
We could also find a devil's bargain, and you can use the devil's bargain to push your effect.
Okay, what devil's bargain would you?
You never go back for your pet.
Nice. Oh, I will attempt to get away. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. Yeah, I just attempt to skirmish with limited effect. Then you take stress and get trauma, and I hate this.
Trauma's not that bad.
No, it's only called trauma.
Yeah, trauma's just an opportunity for more XP.
Exactly.
I got a 4, but now I have trauma.
Oh, but you did get a 4.
Yep. So mark that XP for the desperate roll. Yeah.
That's stress, right?
You don't take stress. Because
It goes over 0, and I just take 1 trauma.
why do you think you take stress, or did you push yourself?
Because I pushed myself.
Okay. So yeah, you you fight, start fighting them off, and then you you trauma out. Yeah.
If you don't want me to
You
trauma
clear
out,
your
I can.
stress, you clear your
control it
stress,
on-
gain a trauma, and
Uh-huh.
the consequence is comes in the form of you're fighting them and like trying to get away, and they keep surrounding you again. And then at some point you get backed against a canal, and during the fight you get pushed into the canal.
Yes.
And so you're gonna take level 3 harm, half drowned. And that's how you get away and traumaed, and that's where your trauma comes from. Because the water is nasty. Like,
Yeah.
ghosts and dead bodies nasty.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yep.
That's only a -1 dice. What if I take a level 3 harm again? I'll die.
Yeah, it's only -1 die for a level 3 harm. But if you take another one, you die.
We need to get you healed up.
That means the mission's over, right?
Yeah, that means mission successful.
Yes.
Barely
Hey,
successful.
I killed the guy.
You did.
I killed 2 guys. Well, no, I killed one and seriously wounded another.
Yeah.
Who will totally be coming back as a.
Who's going to
person
remember
who will hit
you?
me.
He's going to remember you.
Random guard will remember.
There's also a guard that's going to remember someone with that, isn't actually me.
Mask.
It's just me with a little like hand painted mustache. That was the disguise. Completely throws them off.
So Kitty, what do we do now?
We are going to go into the payoff. 186. So this was a standard score with decent loot. So you get 6 coin to split how you like.
So 2 each.
Yep.
The crew earns 2 rep by default. If the target score is higher, you take +1 rep per tier higher. So that's going to be a huge amount of rep because the blue coats are fairly high tier. Blue coats are tier 3, so that's 5 rep for the crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means you have enough rep that if you spend, I think it's 4 coin, you can tier up. Let's see here. Tier. I love searchable PDF Robux.
It's how they all should be.
Uh. Let's see here. Crew. Excuse me. Rep page 44, 93, 99, and let's make sure I counted that right. Yep. So when you complete a score, you need 12 reps to fill the tracker on your crew sheet. When you fill the tracker, you do one of the following. If your hold is weak, it becomes strong. Reset your rep to 0. If your hold is strong, you can pay to increase your crew tier by 1. This costs coin equal to your new tier times 8. So you'd have to pay 8 coin to up your tier.
And what does upping our tier give us?
All your gear increases in quality. All your, basically, when you go against higher tier stuff, I'm less likely to be able to throw, limited effects at you.
Okay. So that's
Okay. If we had gang members, they'd go up in quality.
Yep.
So they'd get a my burb will get 1 dice, and because it's an expert, it gets a +1. So it would have 2 dice to do burb things. Eyes out of people.
Yep. So.
so.
It's a fair bit of coin, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
Yeah. Maybe save that and do it after the next deal.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Since I think we're all wounded and need to pay for some healing.
Yep.
But we get 2. I think we get 2 free downtime actions, and we need more coin for.
Oh, you robot outed there.
I said I believe we get 2 actions, and then 4. And then after we use those 2, we can spend coin to get more.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
If I remember right, correct if I'm wrong.
Is that right, Kitty?
Everyone gets 2 free downtime actions. Vixen has the calculating thing, so she gets an extra downtime action she can give to anyone who needs it, including herself. Yeah. So payoff is 6 coin and a bunch of rep, and then I think heat is next.
Probably got a lot of heat.
Yeah.
They were blue coats.
At least we don't get heat for killing people. At least
Yep.
we don't get heat for that.
Let's see here. This was, I would say, loud and chaotic with high exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
4 heat. Add 1 heat for a high profile or well connected target. The Kellis family, so 1 for that. Add 1 heat if the situation happened on hostile turf. It did not. The docks are neutral turf. Add 1 heat if you're at war. No. Add 2 heat if killing is involved. But you have Crow's Veil, so you negate that. So you're at 6 heat right now.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo. Next is entanglements. You roll a number of dice equal to your wanted level. Your current wanted level is 0, and based on your heat, you have some possibilities. You're at 6 heat. So, someone wants to make me a 0 dice fortune roll for entanglements.
Oh,
Got it.
Fortune roll. Okay, you did it.
Sorry.
Well, it's a 4 and a 4, so that's a 4. You get to choose between a demon approaches the crew with a dark officer, accept their bargain, hide till, a demon approaches you with a dark offer, or show of force. A faction with whom you have negative status makes a play against your holdings, give them 1 claim, or go to war. If you have no claims, lose 1 hold instead.
I think
Okay.
demonic notice is far more interesting than
Yeah.
petty gang trouble.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
So,
like, hey, if that's
I
what you
will
want
come
to
up
do.
with a bargain in a bit. I need to think about that. But your choices will be to accept it, hide until it loses interest, which forfeits 3 rep, or deal with it a different way. So, you can make that choice when I figure out what the bargain is.
I feel like killing the demon is out of our league.
Yes, it's
A demon
totally
by itself
out
is
of range.
basically tier 6. So,
Yeah, so we're not gonna do that option.
No.
So that's that, and then after entanglements, comes downtime.
Okay.
So this is where we need to heal and stuff, right?
Oh, jeez. Good treatment to take your healing clock like a long-term project. When you fill a clock, each home is reduced by 1 level. God damn, that's tough.
Yeah. Medicine is not fun in Duskfall. If you... wait, we have a Physiker. Someone is friends with a Physiker, right?
I have this spirit that can talk here.
So,
Melvir.
so yeah. So Melvir is a friend of Gunner, and is a Physiker, which means you don't have to find a doctor if you go to Melvir,
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
which means it doesn't take up an acquire asset downtime action. And Melvir is, I think, a tier 2 doctor, so he's rolling 2 dice on the heal clock.
Okay. So how's that work? Where you trade and mark 1 pool level. Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay. That makes sense. Um. Well, I'm off to see a doctor. I'm off to see that person,
Melvir.
Melvir.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably want to go see a doctor too.
We all go
I
see the.
think we all gotta go see the doctor together.
Yeah.
Alright, where's my list of
Some
character
broken
traits?
and some water to get out of my lungs.
Punctures a hole and drains it out.
I mean, technically, there's kind of already a hole. You just gotta pump it out.
Where did those go? Doo-doo.
I think we're probably going to do the waited out option if the deal is terrible.
Probably.
So
Aha.
what else can we use rep for? It's like, I don't remember. Also, you people might have to use your vice to stress.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I definitely need to indulge
was-
rights too.
my two actions that I was hoping to do was go to a doctor, because
Mhm.
I don't imagine it'll take too long to heal my bullet
You need
cut.
to take it. You need to take the off. One if he crits, it could be two.
And then, yeah, Vice. I know a
And then
girl.
You you have an extra action to use to play with if you don't want to spend your coin,
Yeah,
or if you want to spend your coin as well. I know that's on you.
yeah, no, I know. I need
Probably
to.
going to need to visit the doctor twice.
I'm gonna see how the first visit turns out.
That's only cold.
One second. I have to give this guy character traits so I know what he's like.
Brady's gonna be taking the. Oh,
He is young.
We've got a young doctor. Well, hello,
Yeah.
good sir.
um. Doo-doo-doo. He's a young, stylish doctor.
Ooh, I like him even more.
Doo-doo. And mm, and he's trying to become more well known in the doctoring service. So,
So he likes it when we talk about him.
We recommend him to all of our assassiny friends.
and all your other friends.
We don't have other friends.
I have friends. They don't like
Uh.
me very much, but you know. So some might say they're enemies, but you know.
So yeah. Okay. So yeah. He ushers you in. He has a fairly decent setup in his office. Come in. Let me have a look at you. And Yeah, so who's first?
Gunner, I guess. To like
Alright.
walk in and just like take her shirt off and be like broken ribs and just like coughing every now and then.
I see. And he gets to work right away.
What?
So 2 ticks on the healing clock.
I'm gonna go do it again.
Alright. Three ticks.
3 ticks, so
Yep.
it goes over the 1.
Yep.
And everything goes down a tier.
Yep.
What should I name half round?
Uh, heavy cough? I don't know. Pneumonia?
Recall. Heck, like when I cough, I get a less effect for whatever I'm doing, or it's the entire night.
What was that?
Is there anytime I do something, my heavy cough will give me less effect, or is it only when situations where the heavy cough would matter?
Only situations where the heavy cough would matter.
Okay.
So probably mostly physical stuff, because it's like you need to be able to breathe, regulate your breathing to do stuff like that.
Hmm. What is our guns?
What? You roboted.
Hello?
Still robotic.
God damn it. How do you get crew upgrades?
Crew upgrades come when the crew levels up.
Okay.
That's pretty much the only way to get them. So, more doctoring, or shall I doctor the next person?
Doctor the next person.
Alright, who's next?
Do you want to go, Dia?
Up to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Fortune.
I got it.
Okay.
Crit.
So that's how much?
5 ticks.
5. Awesome. And that gets moved down to less effect.
So, yeah.
I'd like to go again.
Okay. I will just repeat that roll.
Hello, LimeGrid. Thank you so much for the follow. Hearts, hugs. Welcome to our program with you. We are one step closer to solving our syntax error. Much appreciated.
And that's 3 ticks.
Nice. And so I cleared all of it.
Yep.
I'm thinking I might do one more doctor and then do training with 2 coin and get per hours training, so I can work my way into getting more per hour. Thoughts, people?
Let's see how Ellie's thing goes. Ellie's healing.
Sure.
So
Time to heal the alley.
I want to heal my grazed, wherever was grazed by a bullet.
I just imagine it's just like incredibly flirty with like Dr. Mercer.
Yeah, I'm like I like took off my shirt too. Like it's just there's no shirt.
2 ticks on your first healing clock.
Okay, then I guess I need to do it again.
Oops.
Am I healed?
2 ticks. So that should be your clock.
Okay.
Cake.
Okay.
Yay.
I got cake and hugs.
I didn't
win.
get cake or hugs. This doesn't seem fair.
Aww.
This does not seem fair at all.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, you need to come to Seattle then.
I'll get you a cake too. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
Hi, Linnea.
And then I guess so I've still got one more thing that I could give to somebody, or I can use it for
Yeah.
myself.
Yep.
So what do you two
You
need?
can always buy downtime actions with coin. Or rep. You could spend rep to get downtime actions.
What would I need to do to get my stress down? Just go see my wonderful friends?
Yep.
And is that
Do you
just
take any friends with you?
I mean I'm open to everything. So, does that heal all of my stress, or?
And what you'll do, there's
Well-
a button near stress, trauma, and trauma called that says Indulge Vice.
Okay, yeah.
Click that.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna go do.
Um,
If anyone would like
and
to
it
come
is-
with.
it is a relevant question if anyone would like to come with.
What do you get for coming with?
You get
Ellie
bonus
gets
dice.
bonus dice.
Sure, I'll come with.
Good.
We're gonna go have some fun.
Alright, so
Click my indulge
walk
vice.
into, have to do this. You walk into the red lamp. It's like you walk in and it's like low light and like electrical light in Duskfall are more of a blue color
Mm-hmm.
rather than the yellow or white because of the way they produce electricity. But the lights in here are a combination of red and purple. And if you look up at the ceiling, it's like a bunch of little twinkles, purple twinkles on like a black painted ceiling.
So it's super pretty, is what you're saying.
And there's like draped red silks everywhere in the entrance room. And like at the back of the entrance room, there's a desk, and behind the desk stands a tall lady.
I think I remember
like-
her name.
You could only describe her as perfect. She wears like a gown of red and purple silk, and her eyes have like a little purplish hue to them, and they seem to be like backlit. And this is Madame Teslin.
Yeah, there she is. There's her name. So I come and see her, looking for a good time.
Yep.
And I've got
And
2 bonus dice.
it's indulge vice with 1 bonus dice
With
because
one
you can't get more than 1 on
Oh, okay.
indulge vice.
Well, let's have some fun, shall we?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
So you clear 6 stress. Crits, I don't think do
5,
anything on
6.
indulging in inner vice.
Now we get the sixes.
Yup. So yeah, Madame Teslin calls one of her staff to escort you to a room, and you have fun.
Lots of fun.
Lots of lewd fun.
Very critical fun.
Do we all go to the same room?
If you want.
I am okay. I am okay with that. I don't know about other people's characters.
Yeah, no, my character is very okay with whoever wants to be there.
So he still has the 1 downtime action she can give to people, and then it's anyone who wants to spend coin.
Yeah.
Anyone else need the extra time action?
I mean, I pretty much need to clear stress by paying and spending a coin unless somebody wants to give it to me.
You can do it. So I'm gonna pay for 1 more healing tick and hope I can succeed. If I can't, then I'm gonna pay again.
Did
and just-
Vixen use her
Yeah.
extra downtime?
That
on
was that was my extra downtime.
Oh,
'Cause
okay, then yeah.
Oh. We're just going to be paying thanks.
So you're gonna indulge your vice, Vin?
Yes, I am.
Now, what
off
is
to-
Vince's dice?
that was a good
I
question.
go. Do any of you come with me?
Where are we going?
It's a surprise.
I mean, I'm down for an adventure. Sure, why not?
Cool.
I guess I just go back to the doctor for another trick, and I wish you good luck.
We are off to Dundridge and Sons Fine Fabrics and Tailoring.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
So you go to a more upscale part of Night Market, and there's one of the Dundredge sons is there, and he recognizes Vin. And is like, "Oh, is your alias different the entire time? Dang it!
Yes, Vin is my name. My alias is Mist.
I should have been calling you Mist this entire time."
We know who you are.
Whatever.
It's fine. Because
Retconned.
Retconned hard. So yeah, he recognizes you, and he like ushers you in and is like, "So, what do you need today?"
The foofiest dress.
Yes.
Awesome. And yeah,
I totally
So-
want to try on floofy dresses.
That's all. We try on foofy dresses, and I'm leaving with one.
Yeah.
Because I spent a coin on it, it's going to be a very foofy dress.
Yep.
Okay, indulge vice, bonus dice 1.
Yep.
Oh no.
So
Ugh.
how do
it
you
was not very stress relieving.
I buy another foofy dress then.
Wait, don't you get an extra dice because I'm with you?
That was with the extra dice. My lowest one is 0.
Oh,
Yeah, her
I
resolve
have
is
nothing
0.
to resolve. Okay. A second foofy dress. There we go.
there we
It
go.
actually cruise on my chest.
Nice. So yeah, so you like get a floofy dress, and it's like it was fun, but it wasn't as like wasn't as like nice as the
Wasn't as
normal floofy
good.
dresses. So you pull out more coin, and he's like, right, and he goes and gets a way better dress.
I told you the foofiest dress, good sir.
Yeah. So make sure to mark the
Hey,
coin
can I
down.
add that to my equipment? A foofy dress.
I think you'd have to have gotten.
I think in order to add stuff to your inventory, you have to use the acquire asset.
That's
Yes.
function. Um, does anyone
So-
else have more downtime things to do?
Yes, I'm spending 1 coin to roll medicine, or a healer,
Okay.
to heal myself. And I hope I get a 3.
Gunner. 2.
Okay, then I pay more to fill that cock up all the way.
Yep.
So my heavy cough is just a cough. I'm fine. Like, it's good. And now I'm going to spend 1 more. Actually, I'm going to. Should I spend the coin to train prowess? You know what? Fine. I will.
Do you still have to indulge your vice?
No, it's cleared.
Yeah, because Gunner traumaed, all stress was gone.
Wait, I just want to make sure I understand.
It's fine.
If you do not or cannot indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma.
I just got the trauma, so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't count
Okay.
this one.
So it doesn't count this one, but going forward.
Yes.
So I still have 1 stress. Should I get rid of that?
No.
One is fine.
It's you have a 5 in 6 chance of overindulging,
Yeah.
Okay.
which overindulging has consequences.
I mean, I feel like they would be good consequences
No.
No.
from a more personal perspective.
Game.
Yep.
I want to overindulge.
So yeah, before we decide if we want more downtime actions, the entanglement comes up. There is a neatly penned, like really fine penmanship letter. In your very cold watchtower, because the ghost is still haunting your watchtower.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you get rid of that?
You have to either hire a whisper to get rid of it, or find a way to get rid of it yourself.
Is that what the project ghost busting is?
Yep.
So could
Really?
it do a
That's why
walkthrough project?
at your lair when Lydra met you. You met in a random abandoned house.
Hmm.
So how do we increase the clock on the ghost busting?
You pay a whisper, and
Okay.
the whisper will roll their stat to
Right.
add ticks to the clock,
Right.
or you do something yourself and try and add ticks to the clock.
I have 0 in a tune.
You want to whisper and whisper in time to get rid of the ghost.
Anyway, so yeah. When one of you visits your cold, ghostly, haunted watchtower,
It's just air conditioning. That's all.
they find, which actually you all live in, because it has quarters. You find a neatly penned letter, and like right around the letter is like warmer than everywhere else in the lair.
Well, that's cool.
And the letter
We're we're gonna
basically-
keep this letter. and Just
We don't even open it, we just hold our hands next to it.
Yeah, well, if you don't open it, it opens itself.
as long as it stays warm, it's okay.
Yes. It does.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it does definitely do that. Stays warm. And the letter basically is like at the bottom is the place for 3 names, 3 signatures. And it says, if you bring, there is a book in a manor not far from here. If you leave the book, and it names like a dead drop location in 6 Towers, I will grant you, what with this, they like, see, it says the wording is the power of the stars.
Mhm.
Basically this will be if you do this job, you'll get a weapons quality upgrade.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I
So
like.
you accept the dark bargain.
Yeah,
Totally.
they just want a book dropped off.
It's just a job.
This is much less murderous than our usual missions.
Yeah, we're going to have to kill somebody. I mean, we may still have to kill somebody.
I mean, I just hope we don't have to kill a librarian.
Can we like figure out where this place is and then accept the job?
Oh
or
yeah, it's
do we
really
just-
easy to figure out where it is. It's Scarlock Manor.
No. Oh.
Why is that bad?
Because he's like a high tier person by himself.
Hmm.
Also,
I mean, is
he's
there like a deadline for this, or is this something that we can like work up to?
Contract doesn't say, and just none of you know anything about demons, so you don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, they might be very impatient. Or very patient. Hard to know.
Does it stipulate what will happen if we don't deliver?
He'd probably get in war with Sherlock or something.
If you don't, like, if you don't steal the book from Scarlock Manor, if you sign the contract and don't steal the book from Scarlock Manor, the demon will take something from you.
Yeah, I'm nothing. I can't rest yet.
I feel like we should just leave it, and because we'll probably get more rep next time anyways. I'm fine with just losing the rep.
Yeah, that's probably most reasonable. Because I don't think we could really have any other good way to deal with a demon.
Like if we had more details, I'd be more tempted. Like if we knew like the time frame and like that sort of thing, I'd
If
be
we
more
were actually high
interested.
tier and could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it was just like
I'm
go
good,
down
like-
to the library and steal
Well,
a book.
Wait, 1 second. So we
Yeah.
have a bunch of rep. If we used it right now and leveled up, then we wouldn't have any reps. So would we not be able to spend it, or would we downgrade?
You would not be able to spend it.
Okay. Never mind.
Do we even have the coin to level up? Because I spent my coin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we have some coin in the.
The crew has 2.
I have 3.
I have 1.
So we have 6 total, and we need 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we couldn't do it anyways.
It's just... And we hide out for a little while, hope it goes away.
Yeah, we
Maybe
could do
I
that
think-
if we don't. If we never accept it, the demon, in theory, can't take anything from us. And I mean, we really just want to keep the paper because it's warm.
Yeah, we just all huddle around the paper and we don't sign it. We just warm our hands on it.
Well, I mean, maybe we've heard stories of like when you sign it, it burns up and disappears. Then you don't have it anymore.
I mean,
It's not unreasonable. I've watched cartoons.
Not in this world, you haven't.
Well, no, but
Okay, so we lose the rep.
Yeah.
mhm.
Sounds like that's what you guys are doing.
3.
3 rep. I marked it.
We'll get that. We'll get that back after
Yeah,
the next
well-
job.
we're in line to be pretty reputable.
Is there anything you guys want to do by spending rep?
What can we spend? We can spend rep to do downtime actions.
I believe so.
Maybe we should spend 1 to advance the ghost busting clock.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Do I have notes on the Whisper you hired last time?
I don't.
I don't either.
I mean, I assume it'd be a 2 dice roll just because they already whisper.
Yeah.
And we're not quite at the point where we can afford a fancy whisperer to.
Blam.
Ghost
One
busting.
tick. 1 tick on the clock.
I just missed out extra thought having I could just fight the ghost.
I think it's more the fact that you just like you get a random whisper and you're like not telling them anything about it because you caused it.
We're just like, so like, there's something wrong here. We're like, we don't know. Like, can you just?
Should we pay another rep to see if we can finish it off this session?
I don't know what's it at currently.
It's halfway done, but if they get above there's a 50% chance of them finishing it. Actually, there's a higher than 50% chance because they're rolling 2 dice.
I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can ghost bust.
And
Alright,
for 2
by
ones.
rep.
Ah,
I mean,
Do you just want to spend the last one to finish it off, or we could also spend a coin
yes.
yeah, we can.
so we can get our fucking rail back?
I mean, it's only chili
And possibly other stuff.
and possibly other stuff. So yeah, we probably should.
We go
Well, I
fuck
know
around
the
with ghosts.
coins, so
Okay.
I could spend a coin.
Uh,
I think
Since
coin
it's a
is
coin.
better than that.
Yeah, okay, then I'll spend a coin.
Alright. So
Even if they fail, we get the.
yeah, it just finishes the clock.
Hey, we're not haunted anymore.
this is our place. It's pretty nice now.
It's a lot warmer. We don't need this letter anymore.
Bring this in the trash.
Well, careful, it might light the trash on fire.
Oh,
Just
for real.
like toss it into the river outside the window.
Based on what it sounds like that's in the water, there might be a lot of gases there. That might be a bad idea too.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't bother us.
Yeah, I guess.
So now we do XP. This is end
Yep.
of session.
End of session, XP time.
Okay. I look in first.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a lot of help with this.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the advance. There it is, page 48. So you all have been tracking your desperate rolls.
Yeah.
So if we look at Vixen, near the bottom, if you scroll way down,
Okay.
you can see a bunch of stuff like Mark XP playbook advancement.
Yeah.
And below that is teamwork and gather information, which those are useful during the game, not so much. Those should really be moved up on the sheet somewhere. Oh well. I didn't make these. So anyway, Mark XP. Every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute. We've been doing that. The end of session. For each item, mark 1 XP, or instead mark 2 XP if that item occurred multiple times. You addressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
So
She
Yeah.
hired people to.
I did hire people. I even got a blueprint.
Yeah, she hired people multiple times. She planned things out a lot. I would say at least one, maybe two.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2 for the flashback to Salia's place and
The gang
the hired thugs, yeah.
works for me.
Also, I believe this still holds true. When you get XP from end of session stuff, you may also opt to put them into stats.
Oh.
Getting a playbook advancement allows you to grab one of their special abilities. Obviously, stats are stats.
Yeah.
More dice. Did Vixen express her beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I've forgotten most of those, so probably
So-
not as well as
Yeah.
unless going to the brothel expresses my beliefs in some way.
No, that's part of your vice.
Yeah.
So you are heritage. Your heritage is Akarosi. That never came up.
No.
Background is academic. That never came up.
No. So yeah, nothing there.
Yeah.
And did I struggle
Nothing
with
there.
issues from my vice or trauma? I don't
During the session.
think I
I think I
struggled.
struggle
Oh.
with.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless
maybe,
unless somebody tied me up, I feel like there was very little struggle.
Yeah, I don't think your vice caused you any I know, like, your vice was visible, but I don't think it caused you any problems.
No. Well, because I didn't overindulge or anything, so.
That too.
It didn't hurt.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
The blue coats weren't particularly attractive.
yeah. purposefully messed up something in order because of your vice. That's where that comes from.
Yeah. So 2 XP. So putting it even in here would probably not accomplish much, right?
Yeah, if you put it in prowess or resolve, you wouldn't get anything this session.
It can be nice if you would like crystal leveling up, then you just need like one
Yeah.
push it over.
So I'll probably just leave it there, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Missed.
Okay.
Um,
I addressed a challenge with stealth or evasion, definitely.
yep,
Multiple times.
2 there.
I express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Didn't do heritage, didn't do background. We never really defined my beliefs or drives, but definitely the whole like
We'll probably do
mortal.
that. I'll
We can do
probably private message everyone and ask them to give me beliefs and drives
Okay.
for next time.
Okay. But in the meantime, you can't take one for that.
For what again?
Arguing to kill people a lot.
Yeah.
I did not struggle with issues from my vices or traumas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now it's Gunner's turn.
Uh,
Red Hound is tracking or violence. Aye, boy, violence, violence, violence.
all the violence. Take 2 for that.
Express your beliefs for background. Not really. That I did that like could have gotten me in trouble was I didn't give up the bird.
Uh,
So it's not an issue. Her heritage is she's a Skovland soldier. So like, issues of them we lost for one of the games.
yeah, I didn't see
She
any.
may or may not try to up.
I didn't
So
catch
she's
that.
like this winter, and none of that shit showed up in the session.
Yeah.
Other than trying to get good with other Skovlander gangs or crews or whatever, like I have not struggled with or how much because of engagement and my vices threats, and we haven't dealt with like Skovlanders or Eugene all
Yeah.
about the whole she hired Skovland thugs. So
Yeah,
I
that
don't
didn't,
think that counts.
that didn't come up, like, that didn't really come up this thing.
it might
Like-
come up next time.
Yeah, next session, if you go, like, roleplay a debriefing or something, it might come up. Lastly, crew XP. Did you execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom operation?
Yes.
Yep, they were murdered.
Yep, so that's
All
2
of them
XP.
are there.
Well, so we finished, so we get a crew advancement.
Yep, so you can either take a crew special ability or 2 upgrades.
I vote Assassin's Riggings, or maybe as a good crew upgrade since you kill people. Having gear or weapons more available is a good option. If you want like quality weapons or something.
So I definitely like Assassin's Riggings, but what else could we take?
Well,
Is it just those like 5 options?
no, it's
the
like
law
so there's,
quality silver.
crew specific upgrades in the gray box, similar
Mhm.
to load, And then below that, you see lair, quality, training, and cohorts.
Mm,
Those are all also upgrades.
definitely assassin's rigging and maybe weapons upgrades would be good because we're assassins.
So we get one crew upgrade or two of
You
the
get
other
2
upgrades.
crew upgrades or 1 special ability.
So what are the
is there a
special
list of
abilities?
So you already
That's that.
have Crow's Veil. Oops, this is not page 91.
It says in the Assassin's Creed sheet, I think.
For some
That's
reason, oh yeah, if you go to journal,
Yeah,
there's an Assassin's
There's
Creed sheet there that you can zoom in on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Ember Death is fucking badass, but I don't think we need that.
No.
Just like stab and then just disintegration.
Ooh, patron could be really good.
Yeah, patron is a common one for all. It like any crew can get a patron. When you advance in tier, it costs half the coin it normally would.
So that is that referring to the crew specifically? So like upgrading like with the reputation instead of 8 it would be 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patron would be really useful to get going early on, but would be trading off making missions easier.
Yep.
But we could take on. I feel like we should upgrade the crew itself before we upgrade the tier, so that way we can be ready for when we upgrade the tier.
Yeah, I agree. So probably upgrading, probably not a special ability then, right?
Nope.
We're probably looking more.
So like, the secure only affects there. People try to find it and then try to do something to it. Those are like traps and whatnot. Carriage and boat are vehicles. Workshop is for people who have
Crafting.
or just tinker.
I have Tinker. I have 2 in Tinker.
Vault lets you store more in the crew.
Yeah, so Vault lets you hold more coins in your crew. You
Well,
can
the-
save up.
This
Save up
is-
for later.
We could do some personal training. So then, if we don't have any major, we can do training our playbook and get 2 XP out of 1.
We already have 2
Okay.
checked off for training. I feel like that's good there for the moment.
Like, my bet would be Assassin's Creed just because it helps out
Yeah,
the
Well, yeah, it lets us.
antagonist.
It lets
totally
us
agree
have
on Assassin's
some
rigging.
weapons.
It's just
At
what
all
else.
times.
I think quality weapons is the best because we're always going to be using weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're assassins, we're always going to be using weapons of some sort. So my vote is for quality weapons.
Okay. I had context maybe next time, just in case one of us has to go to prison.
Hmm.
We're not there yet.
Well, like we can also like upgrade the quality gear, which
Right,
would be the rest
so-
of the stuff that we use, right?
Gear is armor and clothing, I believe,
Okay.
and disguises. Tools is like lockpicks and detonations and wrecking supplies and whatnot.
Well, I like those.
The supplies one is mostly only useful to the smugglers, upgrading quality supplies.
Mhm.
Implements is arcane implements, and documents is the spider stuff.
I like that one too.
So, I know Assassin's Rigging seemed like unanimous.
Yeah.
Was the quality upgrade weapons?
I voted for weapons. I don't think it was unanimous or decided.
I feel the weapons is a good choice.
Yeah, I think weapons is fine.
All right, weapons.
Question: how do we expand our layer?
So the lair doesn't really expand. What does expand is area that is considered yours. So if you take turf, the lair can get upgrades like the workshop and secure and vault and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But to expand, you can't like expand it bigger. so to
I'm
speak.
asking about the thing on the left that's like Torf, cover operation, city records.
Yeah. So when you want to go take turf or any of that stuff, you will plan a score like you would be planning an assassination,
Mhm.
and instead of getting coin, you're getting turf or envoy or cover identities or whatever. Sometimes you can make coin while doing that.
Mhm.
That's up to you to figure out a way to do that.
Okay.
So
So we kill these people and take their stuff.
Yeah.
basically. So yeah. Back to crew XP. The next one is contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes.
Crew
Yes.
XP. That one is like almost a guarantee until you're like tier 2. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Your reputation currently is ambitious.
I mean,
I think we played into that.
Yeah, taking on blue coats.
Yeah.
We played into that as well. Quite a lot.
Well, and we even knew the Kellises were involved, and we still did it.
Yeah, maybe even fearless.
I think bold is a reputation you could develop.
Yeah,
I don't
bold.
I don't remember where the reputations are. Ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange. So you could have developed the daring reputation from that.
I definitely. I mean, I feel like it's
or
up
it's
to
just double down
you.
on ambitious.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm fine with ambitious.
Then the last one is express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
I think we did that. Our goal is to kill people, and we killed people.
It's pretty much true. We just want to do awesome, and we did. Maybe not in the most awesome of ways, 100%, but
hey, we'll get better.
that's just it.
I would give it 1 XP for that.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like the crew doesn't have like a unified purpose other than kill people for money right now.
That's basic survival, sort of.
Yeah. Maybe we should decide on some goals. Like, we're ambitious. What are we ambitious for?
I think we're looking for prestige is a big part of it. It's just like, we want to be recognized.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Do we want to talk about maybe doing some Torf expansion next time?
I'm interested in that. It depends where we want to go, though.
I mean, can we just kind of like consolidate everything around our layer into like this is our area that we work in? It looks like we have like hunting grounds in that little box, and then we have our lair, and the rest is just kind of ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be nice to just kind of have like this is our area. You don't take assassination contracts here.
That's what the hunting grounds is basically. That's your that's where you operate, and
Yeah.
nobody messes with that.
Yeah, so I'm saying like expand that to be like all like bigger.
And there's a reason nobody messes with that, and I think it was your Circle of Flame gave you that territory.
We should like either get turf or better friendship maybe with someone to help us out. I like turf myself. It's just what turf are we going to get? Like which path are we heading towards? Because
Definitely. I feel like right hand side is better
Okay.
for what we're doing because like protection like
I mean, like,
envoy could also be good to get more coin.
Mm.
Working towards infirmary could also be good because we do lots of violent stuff when we get injured. Roleplay wise, I could totally see Vixen opening up a vice den.
yep, a vice den would be lovely. But also informants would be nice too. But a vice den. Okay, let's be serious here. A vice
Yeah,
den.
I feel like
Roll
in terms of what went wrong last time, I feel like informants is much more important.
Getting information on the job, so we pop up. Yeah.
Yeah, and also when you're taking stuff over in the grabbing territory stuff, you don't have to go in order. It's just easier if you do.
Oh, okay, so we can just go straight to informants then.
Yes.
And
yes,
I
you
could
can.
totally just get a vice den.
Yep.
Can we do both? Like how?
Probably not one score.
I mean, you can get information from a vice den.
Yeah, I mean, it's a brothel. You've got people in very exposed situations.
I feel like we could, but it'd definitely be up to you as the GM, Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably
I don't-
actually different, but...
Yeah, it's meant to be two separate scores. Each one of those checkboxes is meant to be its own score.
So, like, when we're going to one that's not connected immediately, like, how does that change it?
It's I basically up the tier
Oh, okay.
of the target. So the number of I like up the tier of what the target normally would be by a number equal to the jumps away from
I
where
see.
you currently have stuff.
So, like, if we wanted to get, like, hagfish, that would be 2 tiers.
Yeah, 2 extra tiers on top of whatever
Yeah.
the normal tier for a hagfish farm would be.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's close up for the evening. We can talk about this,
Okay.
like, we can talk about this planning stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's starting to get late, and I want to sleep.
Yes, you should sleep.
Yes. Apparently, that's something we need.
Yeah.
So thank
I
you.
wish I didn't need sleep as well.
I mean, that would save me like 10 hours a day. It would be fantastic.
Mhm.
I wish it was 10 hours of sleep, actually. That would be also fantastic. But Thank you everybody for playing. We will be doing this again. So the next 2 Mondays are Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
So
As much as like me personally would like to play on Christmas, I have a feeling that wouldn't fly with my family.
yeah, that's
Oh,
I don't know what my availability is going to be like specifically on those days yet.
Yeah. I mostly assume I am not available right
Yeah.
now.
okay.
So we may have to either find another night, but we can talk about that later, or it might have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you for playing, and all the hearts and all the hugs, and everybody for watching. Thank you, for watching. If you're not already following me and you enjoyed this, we are going to be doing more of it. Give me a follow up there to be notified about when I go live. Anybody else want to shout themselves out?
I'll do a shout out. I am Dia, aka Gargrame. You can find me at twitch.tv/Gargrame. GARGOAME. I draw, and now I kind of just stream Elite Dangerous and Paragon. Yeah, and come hang out. I'm Pacific Coast. I keep a pretty late schedule, so I'm usually still going after Audi finishes up her stuff. Out east. And I'm just getting started when she finishes.
Okay. Anybody else? No?
Twitch.tv/Little Abby Kitty, although I don't stream except when nobody else is streaming and they want to hang out. But we don't have a multiplayer game, so
I don't have anything because I don't stream. I'm just here because you people are fantastic and let me play.
Yay, fun. Okay. For the rest of my sign off, I do Twitter, Facebook. We have a Discord channel. If those are your things, check them out. I try to post there as much as possible. Twitter and Discord in particular. Facebook is only for going live. So, if those are your things, all the links are down in the doobly bit. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to sleep. I love doing this. I had so much fun. And I'm actually surprised at how much of the game came back to me just from playing it. I like that. That's good.
that's how you know the system is good.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone, have a good night. All the hearts, all the hugs. I'm so bad at going away, aren't I?